Hello, 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 and welcome to the Mr. Hydration Station. I am your host, Mr. Hydration, and today we have a very, very special episode. First, I want to make sure that this is public on all platforms, and then we will get this going. I'm going to give some shout outs to my sponsors first, obviously. I want to give some love to the people that have helped me out. Number one, I want to go with, hold on, let me do this. Bam, public. Everything should be good. All right, cool. Now I can see all the comments. Should be able to see all the comments. We'll see how it goes. Number one, I go to shout out to RBJJ. That's Rodriguez Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of the LaSalle, Peru, Illinois Mall. Make sure that if you want to learn anything in terms of combat sports, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, grappling, the whole thing, hit up RBJJ. That's Rodriguez Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the LaSalle or in the Peru, Illinois Mall. I'm sorry, in the Peru, Illinois Mall. Check him out. I mean, the dude is well accomplished. Danny Rodriguez is one of the best practitioners of combat sports our area has to offer. He's got accolades. He's got all the belts that you could want and have. I mean, he's won worlds. He's won Naga multiple times. The dude is a bona fide combat sports legend, and he's right here in our backyard. The Peru, Illinois Mall. Make sure you go check them out. Rodriguez BJJ, and the team and the teachers are just as good. And I also want to give a shout out to Team Too Strong, Lucas Too Strong Waltney, and his team Too Strong. Lucas himself is going to be representing for Team USA in Italy, coming in later on this year, and he's also going to be fighting on this fight card on the 31st. So it's going to be super cool to see what he has to say and I mean, his thought process going into this and everything that goes with it. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Kevin Kalea. He's the guy who took this picture. That's over in the Riverfest here in Ottawa, Illinois. I'm in Streator, but, not too far. It's like 20 minutes away. But I was there. He took that picture, and then I put my Mr. Hydration logo on top of it. And, yeah, it was a nice little collab. Make sure you hit him up, Kevin Kalea. That's K squared imagery, the letter K, the word squared imagery. Make sure you hit him up for any and all of your band pictures, flyers, anything you can need in terms of pictures. Make sure you hit the guy up. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Sup Marf Studios. That's SUPMARF Studios, Sup Marf Studios. He's on YouTube. He does music videos. He records music. He does beats. He makes tracks. He does everything and anything that has to do with music and creating a visual performance of that music. Make sure you hit him up if you want any and all help in that area. Another person I want to give a shout out to is DJ Slim. He's the main reason that I'm able to go out and gig and do all these fun gigs. Like I did Scott at the Fall Fest 3.0. I've done it 1, 2, and 3 years in a row. And next year is going to be 4. So super excited. That was last week. It was awesome. Well, was it last week or the week before? I think it might have been the week before. I don't know. Man, I've been super fucking busy. But he's the main reason I'm able to go out and do all these things. So it's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Another person I want to give a shout out to, I guess, group, would be the Hard Rock Radio Network. They're the ones that got me into podcasting in the first place, the whole reason that this started. So big props to you guys. Make sure you check them out. The Weekend Work Release Program, 7 p.m. every Saturday. Check them out at hrrnrocks.com. And last but not least, PFC, Robert Bryan and PFC, which we're going to have him come on here in a little bit. And yeah, they've been super supportive of the Mr. Hydration Station. I've been super supportive of them as well. They're bringing amazing fights. If you have not checked out any of their fight cards in person, if you've just been checking out in YouTube or the videos that they post on Facebook, I highly suggest you go and check them out this Saturday, July 31st, for the biggest fight card that they have by far, really, by a long shot. And yeah, super excited. All right, so sorry, I had something in my eyebrow. Without further ado, let's welcome the legend, the man himself, Robert Bryan.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm all good. How you feeling?
Good, man. Good. Just super fucking tired. Just been super busy, but whatever, dude. Life goes on.
Oh yeah. Work always gotta get, more work and then some more work.
Yeah, for real. It's never ending, man. But how are you feeling, my man? Not only are you hosting the biggest fight card PFC has had to date, but you are also involved in a fight coming Saturday, my man. How are you feeling, brother?
Man, I feel good about it, man. Excited, anxious. It's always a good thing to be a little nervous because you never know what to expect or whatnot. But as far as like the atmosphere of the card, it being so big, man, I'm stoked. Like I ain't never promoted nothing this big. You know what I'm saying? With this caliber of fighters in it, it got me, it got me overjoyed. That's why I had to get on the card. I'm like, yeah, I'm on there for
That's
real.
awesome, man. I mean, you obviously always preach that the anyone who's fought at your cards has your respect, and now you are going to be gaining the respect not only of those that are constantly involved, but also your fans.
Yeah, yeah, and that's actually big for me, because I know they don't say it out loud, but I know it's a lot of people undercover. It's like, why don't he get in there? Why don't he get in there? Well, it ain't like I hadn't been trying in the past, but now all the talking is done. It's time to show out, and just I know it's a lot of people want to see it, and I'm anxious to show it. If it helps a lot more people come on out to watch this event, let's go.
Hey, it's definitely something special when the promoter themselves gets in the cage to fight. It's like a
Yeah,
testament to the product of the organization itself. And man,
exactly.
I honestly can't wait to see the videos. Unfortunately, right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to be there in person. But if I can be there, I will be there.
Oh, okay, yeah, man. We always want you there, man. But if you can't, gotta take care of business, brother. We get it.
Absolutely, man. So tell us about your opponent, man. What's his history? Does he have anything in the background?
Well, his name's Jacob Johnson. Y'all can find him on Facebook at Jacob Johnson. Guy weighs about 150, around my height. No real fighting background. Like he said, he just dibble and dabble when he can, when he did growing up, etc. Just basically like a normal person. Just want to be a part of PFC. And he kept looking for someone without a record, someone 0-0. And right now, it's kind of hard to find some people without records in PFC. So I just was like, well, hell, hey, I don't got no record. And he was like, oh, hell yeah, man, I'll fight you. You're the CEO. And here we are.
That's crazy. That's crazy how that came about, man. But hey, man, everything happens for a reason, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So you, like you said, you had been itching to come. You just couldn't find the first, or I guess you couldn't find the right time to come out and get a fight under your belt.
hmm
Obviously, this being one of the biggest fight cards, was this the main reason that you decided to jump on this one?
It was like a big part of the reason. Like I said, I didn't want to miss out on this event. I ain't just want to be a spectator on this one. I wanted to get in there too, knowing that the atmosphere is going to be next level. The crowd is going to be bigger than we ever had. And then like all the guys and just regular people just like basically begging to get on this card. I consider it a privilege. You know what I'm saying? So man, I had to, man. It was a real big reason why I'm on it.
That's awesome, man. So you going in to fight, are you lower on the fight card? Are you I'm assuming towards the top? Where's your position, your fight in the position in terms of number and fights?
I usually decide that for sure, like 100% what everybody gonna be probably Thursday night. Some usually like around Thursday night. So I really still don't know. But I'm gonna be mixed up in there somewhere. Like my post got the most reactions and all that, but I'm never the type of guy who'd want to steal the shine. So I'm not gonna be main event. I'm not gonna be main event. I'm gonna give that to other fighters that's been working and who really deserves it. But I'll be in there somewhere. I'll be in there. I'm coming to bang too.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I can't be the only one that's super excited to see this.
Oh
So,
man, almost 250 reactions, man.
that's a good thing, man. I mean,
Yeah, for
that's
sure,
not
for
only
sure.
a testament to your organization, but also to what you bring to the table as well.
Exactly.
So the Anthony Holloway versus Lucas Gwaltney. Let's get into that.
Oh
How
man.
did this fight first start kindling? Where does this
Uh,
come from? Where did it
okay.
start?
It's you know, PFC's just always been an underground thing. And Anthony, he's like a professional fighter. So when all these names get the ringing out and all that, and he's seeing these different fighters, Anthony, like to him, which is respectful because he's a professional. He's like, oh man, these guys not all that good. Why y'all blowing smoke up their ass? He's like, whatever. But then like Lucas and Sale and them come along who shows skill, you know, and they saying Anthony's saying like why Lucas picking on this skill level of guys when he should be fighting this skill level of guys. So that's where he started to step in and just started by saying little things here and there in boxes. And then I don't know where he made a call out video calling out Lucas, Sale, and Raheem. You know what I'm saying? And one thing led to another. Past this. We couldn't get to an agreement with him and Sale at first. And then he just came right out trying to fight Lucas again. We made it happen. After struggle, it was a struggle, but we made it happen.
I mean, it's pretty well documented, the struggles, obviously,
Sure.
online and everything. So what I guess I'd like to know, what do you think it is about this matchup that really gets people interested? Because there's no denying that this is the hottest fight that PFC has had coming up to date. What do you think it was that was the catalyst in creating this kind of hype?
Well, really, the two guys' names and skill set speak for themselves. People in PFC, they used to seeing and basically Lucas dominate, right? And like, oh, maybe this guy will make him go more rounds, or maybe this guy will give him a good fight. But it's never been, oh, this guy finna fuck Lucas up. You know what I'm saying? It's never been that. Now you have Anthony on the other hand, who has pro fights, you know, and a lot of people in Peoria area, you know what I'm saying, grew up with him and know all about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, he's a pro. And Lucas over here got pro experience, just not in boxing. I wonder what'll happen if them two collide, you know? So like that's just the beginning of it. And them boys, man, they bringing them out. I'll tell you that.
Oh, for sure, and it shows in the interactions beforehand. Obviously, I mean, it seems to me like you're saying that you're getting this dominant champion in Lucas Gwaltney, who does have pro experience, just not as a boxer. He does have pro experience, and he's dominating all these people. Now you get this pro in Anthony Holloway, who's like, wait a minute, like, hold up, you guys are forgetting there's a whole pro side to this. So definitely, exactly. I agree with you 100%. I think that's what it is.
In my eyes, I feel it's not about too much winning with Luke. Luke want his respect. Like, he want his respect as a fighter, because, you know, Anthony didn't talk this mess. He didn't talk himself into the fight. He talked enough mess to get himself to fight. So, you know, and it's a lot of things that he was saying, and, you know, disrespectful things and all. So right now, to me, as I'm looking in, I feel Luke going in there for his respect. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony going in there to prove a point. It's like, so it's two different things. I think Anthony trying to prove like, oh, his levels to this. He's not on my level. Why are y'all comparing him to me? And Luke is like, I'm a man too. You finna respect me. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Actually, I like that assessment. I agree with you. I would definitely agree with you. So let's talk about the other fights on this card. What other fights should people who, because I've been telling people, I've been getting calls from people asking about this fight card. Calls from people who kind of like inquire. They've been thinking about coming out, and now they want to come out to this fight card. So why don't you tell them, let them know about the fights other than your fight and holy crap, is that other fights? Whoa, man,
it's going down, man. It's going down. Well, I tell everyone some fights that I'm really excited about. Of course, that Armand fight, our lightweight champion. I'm always excited to see Armand fight because he's a warrior, man. The boy, he's been putting in a lot of work, and I want to see, you know what I'm saying, what he can do when he at tip top. So I'm excited to see Armand. Who is Armand facing? A guy from Champaign named Dontavius. Him, and then I want to see Big Trevor versus Shane Guppy. I'm excited to see that one. I'm a fan of Big Trev. That's my boy.
I've definitely seen a lot of traction for that one too.
Yeah, and then this father and son thing. I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
Okay,
they say the son and never beat the dad, but I don't know. I'm ready to see. You know, it's a lot though, man. I got Nathan Hoke versus AV Maddox, Sincere versus Adam, Sean versus Spaz, Kenny Wells versus Eddie Whitney. It's just a lot, man.
That's a good fight right there. Eddie Whitney's
Yeah,
a monster. And do you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Is that going to be MMA, kickboxing, boxing? What is that
That's
one?
straight boxing, straight
That's
boxing.
straight boxing. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. That should be a really good fight. Should be a
yeah,
really
it
good fight.
should be.
So tell me about this father son. How did this come about? Who contacted who?
Um,
If you don't mind spilling the beans,
the
obviously, you don't want to give too much information on how that. But I am curious. I'm
head
super
coach,
curious.
actually, we have a team called the 309 Gladiators, and their head coach Charles, he hit me up saying his fighter, which he goes by Mighty Flea, he said his dad then called him out. The dad is the trainer's brother. Yeah, it's crazy. So I guess they didn't been having problems for years or whatever, and the dad called him out, and the son like, fuck it, come on, I'm gonna kick your ass, pops. So here we are, man.
Yo, I tell you what, man, I'm still tuning in.
For sure, for sure. It's
That's
gonna be
crazy,
crazy.
man. I mean, is that, to your knowledge, is that the first ever father versus son?
That we didn't have for sure, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you think of
We've
any
had some
others outside of
cousins,
PFC?
friends.
Because I can't.
No, I can't think of nothing like that either. And
That
it
might
got
be
a
a
lot of
first.
traction on it too. So I don't know. This might be a first. Trendsetters.
Trendsetters. Hey, I did dig the 2 versus 2 that you had going on for a while. Are there any plans to do any more of that anytime soon?
We hope so. Like we really, really want to. It's just we got to get same weight guys. Can't have a lightweight teamed up with a heavyweight trying to fight two lightweights. It just ain't right. So once we could get 4 guys around the same size to agree to a 2-on-2 match, we good to go.
Awesome, man. So let's go to the comments. John Schultz says he got that old man strength. So I don't know.
Talking about the dad.
Yeah. James Elliott says hashtag trendsetters. Damn right.
Trendsetters. Yeah, you already know it.
That's cool, man. So, well, I mean, what kind of obviously you were talking about raising the prices for this fight, which I agree with. I think you should. Have you decided on doing that? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, the admission to get in Saturday is $20. It's usually 10, but for certain circumstances that we gotta do things that we gotta do, this is gonna be 20 each. Both the VIP sections are already sold out, so it's only like floor seats and chairs left. But it's room for everybody. We have plans on projecting it off the screen that's in there, so even if you're in the back, you're still gonna get to see. Yeah, man, it's gonna be hype. This is gonna be well worth the 20. We selling chicken, we selling fish, ribs. Of course the bar is wide open. The $20 well worth to get in there, man.
I agree. I 100% agree, especially for the amount of fights you're going to get. And not
Oh
only
yeah,
that,
and
but you're getting a
the
first-hand
altitude in the
experience.
fight. Yeah, it's nothing like being right there, shoulder to shoulder with somebody, and this dude just got hit and his blood and sweat just smacked you. Like, oh my God.
It's crazy. It's like I always
It's
tell people,
crazy.
it's like it's like the movies that used to have like Fight Club. You know what I mean? When they used to just have
Yeah,
it, there was no ring. It was just a bunch of people surrounding it.
it's a fight.
That's exactly what it is.
I think that's what makes us keeps us more underground than okay. We used to be backyard and all that, but we still had a ring and all that. Now that we elevated with the environment, we still need that underground thing, and I think that's what gives it to us. We could get a ring in a cage. Now we're just gonna look like the next trying to be professional organization, which is nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. That is our goal eventually to get that, but I still like our setup because no one else is doing that. If you look at that, nobody else but us is doing that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it still
nobody.
gives it that underground fight. This is underground. We're not professional. We embrace the underground name, And right now, us fighting that nice place and all that, the mats and the people surrounding us is what's keeping us with our underground thing. If we get that ring and cage, we're gonna just look like professionals.
That's very true. That's very true. And it's an aesthetic, like you're saying, eventually it's gonna have to go away. to get
It's
to the
going
next level.
eventually.
So if you want to see this aesthetic, you want to experience it the way that it's starting off, it's where it's at, go check it out this Saturday, July 31st at Club Truth in Bartonville, Illinois. Thank you
For
so much,
sure.
Robert. Do you have any shout outs you want to give before I let you go?
Shout out to the whole PFC family, everybody, every fighter out there working hard, man. Shout out to all the fans. Make sure y'all there July 31st. Check my first fight out, man. I'm coming ready, prepared. No mercy. Shout out to everybody, man, who's supporting our movement. Anthony Holloway and Lucas Guarney, headline the show. Big event, don't miss it. And of course, stay hydrated,
Hell yeah, baby. I'll join you.
All right, brother.
All right. Thank you so much, Robert Bryant. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too. All right. That was Robert Bryant, CEO of PFC. Up next, we have Anthony Holloway, who's going to be challenging Lucas Too Strong Waltley for all the marbles. Really? Let's get him on here. How are you?
What's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're very quiet. You're very quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Hold on. Let me put my thing on. Probably you can hear me better. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, much better, much better.
What's going on?
So how are you doing, Anthony Holloway? Why don't you introduce yourself to myself and the audience?
Okay, yo, what's going on? My name is Anthony Holloway from Peoria, Illinois. One Way Holloway in the building. You know what it is.
Awesome, man. So why don't you tell us about a little bit about your background in terms of combat sports? I seen you have, I think it was one MMA fight I seen on YouTube, and I hear you're 3-1 as a pro boxer. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize, but please fill us in on this.
Okay, I started off before I even started boxing. I did MMA. I won my first MMA fight, and then the last two I lost. I ain't gonna lie, look, I keep it 100. I got my ass whooped by a mixed martial artist. I don't give a fuck. But hey, I mean, shit, you lose some, you win some. But other than that, I'm driving right now, so I'm being awkward. But because I'm going to.
Hey, no worries, no worries.
But yeah, I lost. I learned from the mistakes. But when it comes, let's go to boxing. When it comes to boxing, as an amateur, I went 18-1. Got 4 champions, a 4-time champion in Iowa. Ain't lost no fights. I fought the number one guy in the country as an amateur when I was like 4-1 as an amateur for a title fight. I lost that fight. That was the only amateur fight I had lost in boxing. And then after that, I went up to Joliet and sparred a pro. Right after that, and I thought to myself, this guy fought Triple G. He was 24-3, and I demolished him. So why not take it to the next level? So I did. So I said, I'm going to turn pro and tell my people I'm going pro. And when I go on Showtime and fight. My first fight on Showtime against a 6'7" guy that had over 300 amateur fights. He had over 8 professional fights. He was decent and all. I tore my arm up throwing the wrong punch. I lost in the decision. That was my only loss in boxing. Then the second fight, after my arm got fucked up, got that healed. Took me I'd say 2 months to get it fully recovered. I had the baby a little bit. Then I got back in again and fought in Kansas. Knocked him out. And I've just been on the road since. I started off 1-1-2 my first year as a professional. Then at the end of last year, I was where I fight. I fought in Mexico in November last year. I won that by TKO. And then I came back and fought in February in Pennsylvania, and I won that by TKO. But I got dropped in the second round against this dude. Now, he was a top rank guy I fought. And my manager was like, "We're gonna see what you can do against him." Okay, cool. So I get in there, filled him out. Boom, he cracked me in a corner. In the same spot he cracked me in the fourth round, I cracked him. He can't keep going. So I'm like, yeah, it's hard over everything. Gotta have heart in this game. Now,
Agreed for sure. So I want to ask you. Obviously, this is a huge fight for PFC, and mostly in part to what you and Lucas Waltley bring to the table. What intrigued you so much about PFC and its fighters to, I guess, call them out, challenge them, and make this huge fight happen?
okay, let me speak facts. First, Luke is not a boxer. So he don't have no tactics. He don't have no game plan when he come to boxing. He fighting guys and wearing them out in the first round because they smoking on it. Smoke, do drugs. I don't do none of that. Now he rolling in my field. You know what I'm saying? This is something I do for a living. He don't box. He don't grind like I grind. I do this shit day and night. And this what I'm finna show people what's the difference from somebody just coming off the street and fighting to somebody that actually box and do this shit for a living. I don't play boxing, and I ain't coming to play, and that's the goal. That's the only reason I'm coming here to show these people that you can't play boxing. You can't treat people like that. Take advantage of people because they don't know how to fight. If they done, they done. Don't keep killing them. Straight up. That's why I'm doing this fight. It ain't no friendly nothing. It ain't no friend in this. I'm not coming to shake nobody's hand. I'm on a mission. So, Lucas, you better not take me light, because I'm not taking your ass light. Yes, I'm serious.
Awesome, man. So I guess I'd like to ask you. Well, let's start with how you got into boxing. Obviously, you're super passionate about the sport. You're so passionate. You want to go in there and prove there's different levels, or there's a difference between someone who comes in and knows how to fight, and there's someone who comes in and knows how to box and knows the intricacies. What got you into the sport of boxing, and in what way, shape, and form did Peoria play a part in that? Hello?
I mean, growing up, getting bullied on the street, I grew up with Robert Bryan, all of the brothers. I grew up, so they know me. I, I was fighting on the street before I do that. Up one day, what can I do to make some easy? My boys start fighting. I'm gonna run it back and do it again, but I'm gonna just do boxing. Since boxing, ain't nobody stepped in the ring with me and beat me, especially in amateurs. When it comes to boxing, that's my shit. You coming in my land. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this. I told my coach I don't want to do MMA no more. I don't want to do no mixed martial arts. So I'm gonna just do straight boxing, train me, get me together, tighten me up, and I'm gonna just start fighting. And since then I've just been fighting. I put my city on my back. People know me from Peoria. They know how I get down. People want to bet on me in Peoria because they know how I get down. You gonna also bet on the guy that's gonna win. That's how I see it. They betting on me because
Agreed.
they know what I'm gonna do when I come in that ring. They know I'm gonna play around. I don't play that. I travel. I go. I'm too far in the game to just let. I'm nobody that I don't even know about fight. Like I fight all across the world. I understand. I respect Lucas fighting for Team USA. But I got plenty of guys to do that. Anybody can do that. We're talking about you coming to a underground club, knowing these guys don't got no experience, and you a professional regardless, and you just beating on them like that. That ain't fair. And they brothers at that. So I got in it. That's the only reason I got in this PFC for this fight only. And you know what? You know what's really messed up? I had to lose weight to fight this guy. like everybody else heavyweight he fought. I'm the only fight he wanted me to lose weight. What do you think I'm gonna be, weak or something? I'm not weak. Yeah, he had me lose weight to fight him. Yeah, some think that's gonna be a advantage for him. It's really not. So, yeah, that's what it is right there.
So obviously, the weight was a huge issue. I mean, it was all over. It's well documented how big of an issue that was. Do you feel like you shouldn't have lost weight because of his past fights? And if so, do
Man,
you not? Go ahead. Hello.
do
I
you
think
hear
we're
me?
having communication issues here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me
You're
now?
cutting in and out. Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, every other heavyweight he didn't fought, he didn't tell him to lose weight. But when it come to me, he want me to lose weight. Cause I'm a professional and I fight at 195. I'm a cruiser. I fight at cruiser. Yeah, I fight at 200 to like 195, of course. But if that's for me, I'm speaking facts. I don't sugarcoat no one there. Not what's gonna really happen on the 31st. Can you hear me? What I'm saying? Like I
Sometimes, man, I'm trying.
can you hear me now?
It's more of a signal issue than it is a vocal issue.
Hmm.
Like it
But can,
seems like you're cutting in and out. Maybe you have bad signal where you're at.
yeah, probably it is. Can you hear me though right now?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Yeah. I just feel like you you know I mean I really ain't got really a lot to say because I don't even know this guy, and he don't know me. But come 31st, he gonna know what I'm talking about. So I really don't got a lot to say because I really don't know nothing about this guy. All I know is he is a kickboxer that's 20-20. That's it. So it ain't nothing special about him that's gonna scare me, honestly.
Okay, well let's talk about Robert Bryant and PFC and what that means to Peoria. Obviously, you're coming in, and it feels like I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, but it feels like you're coming in and being like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm Peoria's my city. Let me represent for my city at Peoria Fight Club." Do you feel a certain connection to PFC and what Robert Bryant is bringing to the table? And is that something that's motivating you, if at all?
Well, I can tell you this. I, I uh Robert that's his fighter. I got my own management, my own team. And I'm just coming in. People know me. My background carries itself. I ain't gotta speak. It speaks. Boxing speaks. You say boxing, you know Anthony from Peoria. So I ain't gotta lie about what I do. So when it come to Robert Brown, I respect Robert Brown, but that's his fighter. At the end of the day, he promote him, promote me, but at the end of the day, he got a little title, whatever for PFC, that's under Robert Bryan. And he don't want to put that up either. I really don't care about that. Because that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm a professional boxer. So I don't care about no belts. I'm just finna prove a point to let them know that you can't play boxing. You not finna do none of that backyard bully stuff that you be doing on all the brothers, and they're on me. It's not gonna happen. So you better have a different game plan. Cause on all the videos I saw, I was not impressed. Seriously.
Do you have a prediction
And
for
I
this
know I'll
fight and
be
how it's going to
crushing.
go?
Man, look, they got a prediction that he gonna knock me out. Stop it. Stop it. If every time I look at his face and he's bleeding and he's not even getting hit properly, he can't fight. He can't fight. He see people start throwing punches and he start throwing punches. What is that? You fight like a girl. To me, like for real. You taking advantage of these guys that don't fight and they smoke and drink, and you still can't box them the proper way. You swinging for dear life, honestly. So
like you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I do want to ask you. You said this is the only fight you're going to be coming to PFC for. So is it a one-off for sure? Is there anyone else in PFC that intrigues you that you could come back for? Say if the money was right.
Man, nobody else. It ain't nobody really I want. I gotta get him out. He's gone. That's who I want. I don't want nobody else. Nobody really important to me right now. I gotta get him out. This is my city. You can't come tell me about my city. You ain't from here. You can't come to my city and say you know everything about my city when you're not even from here. You're from Streeter. Well, I don't know where you from. Peru or whatever. He from there. You know, I'm from Peoria. My city on my back. That's what I live for. Yeah, no disrespect to him, but you know, you stepping in the wrong game with the wrong man. He in trouble.
Do you have so obviously you've been huge fight cards. You've fought across the world, as you were saying.
Yes.
Is this? You said you're not taking him lightly. So does that mean you're taking this as a real fight, as a professional? Say are you taking it with the same?
I'm gonna just tell him this. He better keep his hands up. He better keep his hands up.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Anthony. Do you have any shout outs you want to give? Maybe some teammates, a team that you're working with, coaches, obviously.
I want to shout out to my family, you know. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to my dads. Look, shout out to my coaches. Shout out to my 5-star nutrition, Frankie. They don't know if they don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that support me. But I mean, everybody that's against me, you're gonna learn that night. You can't play boxing.
Thank you so much, Anthony Holloway. I really enjoyed this interview. And I can't wait to see the fight. Can't wait to see the results. And thank you so much for doing this interview. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good one, Anthony.
You too.
All right. That was Anthony Holloway fighting Lucas Too Strong Waltley at the PFC card, July 31st. Make sure you buy your tickets. Make sure you get in there. The raising the price is going to be $20. But whatever, you go to the theater, you end up spending $20 anyway. This is for real live action. There's going to be live performances, and you have a professional in Anthony Holloway who's coming to fight Lucas Too Strong Waltley, for all intents and purposes, the undefeated Lucas Too Strong Waltley. He did give up his belt, but he didn't lose it by anything. By TKO is what I'm getting at. But either way, it's an exciting fight. It's got people thinking and wondering what's going to happen next. So, yeah, like I said, buy this fight. All right, so let's get the next person on here. Let's get Lucas Too Strong Waltley on here to the stream. How you doing, brother?
On. What's up?
Can you hear me?
What's up, Mr. Hydration? Yeah, how's it going? Let me put my hat on. I can't let people see me without my hat.
How are you doing, brother? How are you feeling today?
I'm okay, man. I'm just grilling some food. I'm doing it the wrong way, man. I'm doing everything the wrong way. Just like one way said, I'm doing it all the wrong way. I'm using propane instead of charcoal. I feel horrible.
Bro, I can't support no propane, bro. What are you doing?
I needed to be quick, man. I needed to be quick.
I totally understand, man. So obviously, I'm assuming you heard the interview that we just had with Anthony. What are your thoughts on that? and just overall in general?
Oh, I loved it. He kept fucking cutting out. I couldn't hear a word he was saying. It was great. When he was talking, not so much. But no, when he was cutting out, I thought that was great. Kind of tired of hearing about him, man. Honestly. I don't know, man. I don't like to be disrespectful. Again, I give the fucking guy props. He is a hell of a boxer. He's like, what the fuck do you say?
18-1 as an amateur,
City.
and I believe
Yeah,
4-1.
Yeah, 18-1 as an amateur. Like 4-1 as a professional. That's impressive. Like, I'm impressed. I've always told the guy I was impressed with his boxing. Like, what the fuck is the problem? I'm a professional MMA fighter. Cool, you want to go fight some fucking, I don't fucking know. He's a professional boxer. He can go into MMA right now and become an amateur MMA fighter. Nobody says shit. So it is what it is. I mean, I don't care. As far as anybody can go on Team USA, that's crazy. News to me. Peoria's his city. Yo, Streeter's mine. I have just as many fans as that guy out there, man. Like, it Facebook shows. Like, I'm not even trying to make this some popularity contest. Honestly, I'm doing this fight kind of like Rob said, a little bit for respect. I'm not gonna shake his hand. He says, "Don't shake my fucking hand, then, dude." Like, whatever, shit. That's cool. You know, I'd shake your hand before, during, after. You don't want to shake hands? We don't have to fucking shake hands. As far as respect, that's like a self-respect, man. Like, I don't call those guys out. I came out there. Let's make this fucking straight, man. I went out there to corner a guy where I was called out by half the fucking crowd saying, "Are you fighting tonight?" And I was like, "No, I just came to corner Quentin Bailey." Why aren't you fighting tonight? Are you scared? No, man, I'm not scared. I was like, I actually do fight. Oh, you fight? I was like, yeah, I fight professionally, actually. That's why I'm not fighting. They're like, oh, you're a professional boxer. I'm like, no, I'm a professional MMA fighter. And they're like, oh, well, that's different. That's different. This is boxing. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's different. They're like, this is underground boxing. You'll get slept here, homie. Let us put a bunch of money against you. And that's how I got into PFC. Let's make that straight. They called me out, not the other way around. And every fight since then, I've been called out, with the exception of the TZ fight, who called me out first, and then, yeah, I didn't let it go. Anthony has not fought in the PFC, also called me out. Imagine that. I think I've had like 11 or 12 fights, all by call-outs, including him. So, yeah, he's no different to me. Except, yes, his skill is much better. Yes, I have to approach him in a different way. As far as I can't fight, he's out of his fucking mind when he says that. Can I box on his level? No. Absolutely not. Is he much bigger? Yes. Does it matter that he's much bigger and I had him cut weight? Yes. Why didn't I have them cut weight? Because their skill is not as good as his by far, and I know that. And yes, I can get away with it. So I will take those boxing matches. Somebody like him, I would much rather have him at 180, same day weigh-in. Why? Because he's weaker? Yes, because he is weaker. Just like when I was told to drop down to 185 and do a same day weigh-in against TZ. So, whatever. At the end of the day, you know, this guy shakes my hand or doesn't, I really don't give a fuck. I'm still going to be there. As far as I'm going to get rid of him, I mean, you're going to have to do something drastic to get rid of me, man, because I don't go away very easily. So, yeah, and I'm not talking about beating me. Like, you beat me in the first 30 seconds. Congratulations. Great win. Awesome. Back to pro boxing for you. Back to professional MMA for me. And possibly PFC show still. Hey, I'm still here. Fans still like me. Maybe you get some clout. Maybe that's what you're looking for. I don't know. I don't ask for these fans. I appreciate them, but I'm not begging for the clout. So, yeah, at the end of the day, man, this is a good payday for me. I'm not gonna speak numbers. I was asked not to, but going to Italy is not cheap, and this is paying a huge way. Rob Bryan's paying a huge way, win, lose, or draw, to step in with a professional boxer who's much bigger than me. I have no shame, win, lose, or draw at the end of the day.
So obviously, you both are pros in different aspects of combat sports. You being the MMA fighter, him being the boxer, and you're very candid about his ability compared to yours. I guess I would like to ask you, what is your approach in terms of this? Are you looking at this as kind of like a test to your skills, primarily speaking, or is it more of like you're going to go in there whatever happens, happens?
Little of both. It is testing my skill. I like testing myself. I've been correct. I've been beat by much better boxers than him. I don't know. He did impress me with the whole. I fought some guy that fought Triple G. I thought that was great. Good for him. Like, cool, man. Like, but he's coming about this all the wrong way, disrespecting me in the way he has. That's so shitty, man. You're a professional athlete. You don't disrespect people like that. And he can say I'm disrespecting these guys out there and whatever. We just have different views. It is what it is. But yeah, his boxing's top notch. My MMA is pretty top notch itself. I'm going out there. Yeah, it's testing myself. It's a PFC Peoria fight fan dream. I feel. Let's see. It's a great payday to get me to Italy. That's what I'm all about. I mean, the payday really, the respect. So yeah, at the end of the day, hey, one way. Thanks for paying my way, both ways to Italy. Appreciate you.
So I guess I'd like to ask you as well. With this fight happening, the way that it does, whatever like you said, win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter either way. It all turns out well for you in the end. What is your, I guess, takeaway from what he's saying? Obviously, he thinks that you're out there roughing up these guys who don't have as much skill, but like you said, they're calling you out. They're calling you out. It's one after another. They're calling you out. So I guess what does that mean to you and how this is put together?
Interesting. It's like I've never called any of those guys out. I didn't back away, that's for sure. Tried to in the beginning, but I mean, I'm fighting them. It is what it is. After every fight, though, before, I mean, oh man, I don't want to talk bad about Peoria. I've met some great people in Peoria, but there are some disrespectful motherfuckers, at least on social media. And I still talk good to them. Leading up to the fight, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and blah blah. And I'm like, yep. And right after the fight, immediately after the fight, shaking their hands, I'm helping them up, I'm giving them pointers toward their next fights. I've never been disrespectful to anybody out there. I've never called any of those guys out. This guy's a professional, calling professional MMA / amateur boxer out. So maybe you're that guy. I don't know. But in the end, I mean, shit, man, I wish you the best. Like, good luck. Yeah, you probably don't need it to get me, but don't think I'm just gonna lay down for you. You're gonna have to make your statement, and then what? You make your statement, and let's say you knock me out in the first 30 seconds. What happens? You talk some shit. You say C. Everybody says, "Oh, he couldn't compete with him," and then what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing changes, man. So I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. So I don't know, man. Maybe some fucking popularity contest for you to. I get it. Like, I'd be pissed off too if I knew my boxing skill sets were that good, and people are talking about some dude that comes from a different city that fights in an underground thing. And yeah, man, I'm getting more views out there, and I'm not asking for that. It just is what it is. I have it in my own town. I've getting at professional fights, many professional fights, and then people are like, hey, what would happen if you ever ran into this guy from? Come on, like, I know what would happen, but it used to bug me. It don't bug me no more. So it's part of growing. Maybe I'm just farther in my mindset in my career than what he is right now, and it is what it is. But hopefully he gets what he's looking for out of it, and hopefully Rob comes through with the payday. Hopefully the fans get a good show, and yeah, hope it's a good time, man. Like, I like to fight, so cool. You punched me really hard. Awesome. Like, I'm not a bitch, my friend. You will see.
Absolutely not, man. And I'm trying to be unbiased when I do these
absolutely
interviews. I'm trying. I really am.
Potatoes when I'm supposed to be cutting weight to go down to Italy, bitching about cutting weight to come fight me, dude. I got to go down to 165 pounds so I can eat a little pizza in Italy, man. You got me chubby here trying to beef up on carbs of potatoes, trying to fight your big ass, bro. That's all right. I appreciate the payday.
Obviously, respect has been a huge thing for not only you, but also the team, Too Strong, and coming in. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that it has shaped PFC in for a better way. There's more. It seems to be more respect, especially compared to the videos that were around before you came around, and then when you came in, and the Team Too Strong came in, and obviously the people that have joined Team Too Strong ever since. What would you say? I guess what have you seen in terms of it affecting PFC and how you have came into the game and almost rearranged, if not changed, the game to a certain extent?
Yeah, we truly have. Not every person. I mean, every person out there is their own man, woman, whatever. But they talk a lot differently when they see me out there. It comes up, hey, how you doing? And I try to remember names and faces. It's hard. I mean, there's so many names and faces out there, but just the way people talk to me, the way I talk to them, the way I see them, the comments on Facebook. Not all of them. So, there's still some disrespectful dudes and chicks out there, but there's a lot of people that talk. I don't know. I feel I bring this humbleness and respectfulness out there. And I do. I feel like even when I talk to Rob, like, I don't know, I give Rob, it's his promotion. Rob does a great job promoting that show. But I feel like I brought a Mr. Hydration station in there now, and he goes to you and he likes it. He's like, oh, he sees promotion. He sees, I'm the one that kind of came up with the, hey, like the last couple fights, what if we walked out to some music? And he jumped on that. And there's a couple things I've thrown out. And he's like, yeah, we're not going to do that. I was like, cool, totally respect your show. And I don't know. He just, I think, I don't know if Kenny Wells was the first guy to ever get paid out there. I could be completely wrong. I've not been around since the beginning of this. But he's been paying fighters. The way a lot of people out there talk to each other is different. There's a lot of people from Peoria and Pekin that truly do drive down to Ottawa, Illinois to my garage just to come box with me in my garage. And I'm like, I'm not a professional boxer. And I literally tell them from the beginning, even when Anthony's disrespect, I'm like, dude, you got to hit that Anthony Holloway up there. That dude's the real deal. I was like, if I was out there, I'd be trying to train at his gym. But, obviously we don't get along, and that's fine. But, yeah, if you're a boxer out there, by all means, dude, that guy's the real deal. If you're MMA and you don't want to drive all the way out to come see us, that Tony Folkers is a cool cat that refs them shows. And a lot of people still come out here, and I'm like, man, you're driving all this way. Let me not charge you if you come to my garage. Let me get you, like, day passes through Danny's gym when you come out here. But I'm like, hey, it says something, man. The way we're acting, the way we're fighting out there, that people want to come all the way from Pekin and Peoria just to train with us. And hey, I'm honored. Shit, that's great. I'm proud of Rob Bryant for the way he's brought his show up. I've seen changes in him, myself, everybody, just the way the show comes up. And I know Anthony's like, oh, this is my city. I carry him on my back. And I'm like, you're from there, but you call everybody trash and bums, and that's not cool, man. Like, they're not all trash and bums. Yeah, maybe they're not on our level per se, and maybe I'm not on your level per se in boxing. But come on, man, you gotta lift people, not fucking bring them down, dude. So if anybody puts the gloves on, loses to me, beats me, whatever, hey, it's all respect afterwards, and you got my respect just for getting in the damn ring. If you could fight another man or woman one-on-one, that speaks volumes. To who you are, instead of picking up a fucking gun and shooting. I got friends out there, like my friend Rakeem. That dude's gained a lot of my respect. And to see him get shot the other day, like, that bothered me. I'm like, man, that's a good fucking guy. Like, why is this guy getting shot? And just, I don't know. Like, the more people I see out there, some of them I tend to kind of become friends with, and then they put some respect on my name on the post. And like, do I think I'm gonna beat Anthony Holloway? No, I do not think I'm gonna beat Anthony Holloway. That is my honest opinion. Am I gonna come out there and fucking swing for the fences? Hell yeah. I'm coming, man. I'm coming too fucking strong. You better believe it. I'm gonna get in your fucking face. I'm gonna drop bombs on your fucking head, bro. I'm gonna try to. I might not land them, and you might knock me out before I get some bombs in there. But damn, I'm coming to fucking hit you. Congratulations. You don't want to shake my hand? Oh fucking no. But at the end of the day, yeah.
I think you're covering the mic.
Am I covering the mic?
Yeah, I think you were there for a second.
Shit,
you cut out.
Facebook's probably cutting me out. He said that's I got Zucker fucked. He said that's too violent for Facebook TV. I don't know. Bottom line, man, just fucking be respectful, dude. I don't give a fuck. Just be respectful. Stop taking the shit so serious. We're still gonna fight. We're still gonna try to beat the shit out of each other. You don't have to be disrespectful, man. Like, I wish you and your fucking life the best of luck. Like, I mean, like, dude, you got a business. I respect that. You got your own haircut and business. You should have threw that out on your Facebook shout outs while you're on the Mr. Hydration station. Here, I'll do it for you. If you want your hair cut, go see Anthony One Way Holloway's fucking haircut and shop. I don't know the name of it, so that's all you get from me. I'm a nice guy, man. I'm not gonna be nice to you when I get in there. Probably ain't gonna make a difference, but tough shit, you know. That's just who I am. I try to be a good person before I'm a good fighter.
And it shows, man. It shows in the way you carry yourself. And obviously, we just talked about what the changes it's made and the impact it's made over there. And I mean, and just seeing the people drive all the way from Peoria and Pekin to come train with you, even though there are Anthony Holloways out there, the Tony Folkers out there, you know, and they're very, very well capable of training. But it's I think it's a testament to the energy that you bring, that people, because you can always tell someone, hey, go to this guy for this. But if you see the type of person someone is and they resonate with you, you want to go to them. You know, it just that's what you want to do, and it just shows in what you bring to the table.
Here's something. If you look at,
I think you covered the mic again.
Covering the mic again. I'm sorry. You hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So there are slightly more people on these comments saying I'm gonna get the job done than himself. Which to me, I mean, guys, I'm a professional MMA fighter. He's a professional boxer. Yes, he's much bigger than me. Like, that surprises me. I'm openly telling people, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. You know, I'll be happy just to try to give the guy a good fight. And they're still saying, hey, he's got a chance. Like, that speaks volume about these people respect me out there. These people believe in me out there. I'm not from there. I've never tried to game these fans. These fans came to me. I do appreciate it. But I'm like, man, when I got that kind of pull behind me, I must be doing something right. I must not be some trash ass, bum ass fucking guy, some fighter, like, just out here bullying people or whatever the fuck you want to say. Like, I'm doing something right. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't know. If I was you, I'd look at your perspective of life differently, man. Like, just I don't know, just be humble, bro. Shit, be humble, because you might knock me down, and you might knock the next 12 motherfuckers down. Someone's gonna knock your big ass down too, and then someone's gonna knock that motherfucker out. So there's always someone bigger, better, badder out there. Just handle yourself the right way. Send out the right message. Encourage your city, man. Be like, hey, these guys don't know how to box. That's cool, you know. Grab some of these fighters on Saturday and show them, hey, you did this right, you did this wrong. I do it. Make a post. Hey, I had a great time at PFC. Not, oh, I knocked this motherfucking white boy out. And who gives a shit? Fucking bring up. You wanna put your city on the back? Put your fucking city on the back and bring them up the right way.
Well, thank you so much, Lucas. I appreciate this. Obviously, I'm trying not to be biased, but I think I'm pulling for you.
I completely understand. You're a I don't know how you say it. Interviewer, social media.
Media personality, I guess, would probably be the best.
Personality. You're supposed to hype the fight up and give everybody a fair shake and promote Rob's show, and that's what we're here to do. Have a good time. Good luck to Anthony, man. Good luck to myself. God bless both of us. God bless the fans, and shit, we're gonna bang on Saturday. Be ready. Put my hands up. I'm gonna put my hands up. I ain't gonna make no promises, but I'm swinging, buddy. So one way versus two strong. Come see it Saturday, July 31st. Rob Bryant on the show. Man, I'm working night shift the night before. I'm coming down. I'm weighing in. Going back. No excuses, of course. I'm just saying this is my schedule. Working night shift again after the fight. So please don't beat me up too bad. Got to go back to work. And yeah, man, I come back home to this little dude right here. This is what matters to me, man. This is my son, Tyson Lee Gwalney. And I got my daughters. I got my family, my fiance. Sorry about the flies. We're outside, and these flies like my damn food.
Man, they're horrible these days.
Yeah, but no, man, I'm out here to have a good time, follow my career. I got a few more years left in me. I get to kickbox in Italy, Team USA. That's amazing. Hopefully I get to the UFC one day for one fight, and I'm okay with that. If I don't, that sucks. I tried, but at the end of the day, dude, I got my family. I got a nice roof over my head. I got a good job, and I enjoy fighting, and I'll always be a fight fan. And whatever, and shit, win, lose or draw, I don't care if that dude disrespects the fuck out of me. Hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking tune into that guy's fights. I'm gonna watch that guy. I'm like, hey, I fought that fucking guy. He knocked me out in 30 seconds, or nope, I clipped his ass, or nope, I made it all the way to the decision. Cool. That's just who I am. He's once we fight, he's a part of my fight career, no matter what organizations it's on. And I believe July 31st is gonna be PFC's biggest show. I hope it is. It's definitely gonna be the biggest payout. It's a pretty good payout for him too. I don't know what he makes as a professional boxer, but I know the money's not great. And shit, good for both of us. Good for PFC. Good for all the fans. Let's just go out there, put on a show, have a good time. Hopefully everybody comes out injury free. I mean, myself, him, every other fighter on that show. I trust me. I'm trying to hurt someone. I'm trying to knock someone out, but I don't want to injure nobody. Like at the end of the day, I want to help the other person up. Good fight, even if they don't. For myself, and we move on. We move on, and we live life.
All right. Thank you so much, Lucas. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, brother.
All right, bro.
That was Lucas Too Strong Gwaltney of Too Strong MMA. He's just an all-around class act. And I believe too that Anthony Holloway is the way that he was at least talking to me. He seemed like a real humble guy. Obviously, they have their issues. You're gonna work them out. July 31st. You better pay. You better get on that. Check it out. July 31st. Go out and show up to Club Truth. Up next, we have an artist that will be performing during the fights. So let's give a warm welcome to Kyle Egger. How are you, brother?
What's going on, man? How we doing, my boy?
Doing good, doing good. Did I say that right, Kyle Egger?
Yes, sir, man. Kicks the R and Beast, you know what I'm saying?
Kicks the. By the way, huge fan of the name R&B Beast. I like it. I like it a lot.
Appreciate that, my boy.
Is that something you came up with on your own?
Yeah, man. I've been pushing this R&B wave, you know what I'm saying? Working on this sound for a couple years now, a whole different sound, trying to create my own wave, and I figured that's just kind of where it is, man. I'm kind of stuck in the 90s R&B with this new wave trap R&B. So, man, I got this R&B flavor, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of R&B with a little bit of beast.
I dig it, man. I dig it. I'm a huge fan of the 90s anyway, so and especially the music you've been putting out, man. I mean, it's catchy, dude. It really catches the attention.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
So why don't you introduce yourself to myself and the audience? Give us a little background on you, man.
All right, man. So, man, I go by Kicks, the R&B Beast. Originally out of San Antonio, Texas. I've been up here in Peoria, Illinois since 2011. I've been doing music for quite a while, man. Just recently started taking a little bit more serious in the last 5 years. I'm underneath a legend under in Houston, Texas, under Rashid. Shout out to the Joe House General. You know what I'm saying? 21st Century Merch Gang Music is the label. But yeah, man, I've been doing the music, just trying to take it a little bit more serious. So I've been working with quite a few new artists, you know what I'm saying? Kind of trying to find and develop the sound of where exactly I want to be at and exactly where I want to push this. Because no, I'm not just doing it for fun. You know what I mean? Doing it to actually inspire, share my experiences, share music that people could relate to, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely always dope, seeing people vibe, sing along with you, man, having the whole, especially when the whole PFC crowd turn it up with you, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the fans, man. It should be lit. But yeah, man, it's just taking a little bit of time to kind of find that direction of where you want to go, man, because it just doesn't come overnight, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I definitely understand. So I guess what got you into singing? What did you said you've been doing it for a while. What was the trigger? What was the catalyst?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. When I was a kid, I guess when I was 4 or 5, my grandparents said I was singing to the radio. I was singing country music right along with the radio, man. And I was like, all right, well, I guess it was just in my nature early to start singing. And I kind of did the karaoke thing for years, I was rapping with my friends outside, knocking on the soda machines in high school, you know what I'm saying? We was doing shit. But really, I wanted to be a rapper, but really the singing is what kind of put me out there, you know what I mean? Like anybody can rap, but if you can sing, you know what I'm saying, you definitely gonna have a whole different avenue of what you can do with your aspirations and with your career, you know what I mean? So I kind of stuck to it. I still tried to do a little rapping here and there, you know what I'm saying, but then I kind of cut that back, But really just kind of keeping my own sound. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like anybody else. I want to be my own person. I want to be my own artist, and I still want to inspire others to be great. So that's
beautiful, man.
Appreciate it, man.
So obviously you're harping big on you trying to make your own sound and create it, because it's not that hard to fall into the general vibe of music. It's not hard to create a song that sounds like 20 other songs. What would you say is your main inspiration in terms of creating your own sound?
Well, man, so a lot of stuff is easy as far as like, man, my writing process is quite simple, honestly. It's to me, at least. So other people kind of look at me, and for some reason, my peers around me, they seem to be a little bit mind blown about how quickly it comes. But in a matter of like 5 minutes, I'm gonna have the hook of the song. You know what I'm saying? So once I get the vibe, a song just kind of comes and feels to me like it calls out to me, I guess, when I'm listening to the instrumental. So I guess once you get that vibe, then you just kind of figure out what you feel, you know what I mean? And then that's going to give you your best thing. If you're actually writing to something that you can break yourself down, even if it's something that maybe you're not going through, maybe you see somebody else going through it, and you can kind of connect with that person, and you can write about it. You can bring that experience into something. People are definitely, you know, that people are they're gonna be like, oh man, dude, like that shit hits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just something it's like that. That's why it's ever so constant and changing. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what brings it such that unique variation to the music, because you're not trying to sound like anybody else. You know what I mean? It's all coming straight out of you, out of your heartfelt. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I agree. So you said you've been doing this for a while. You're under a tutelage of I forget his name in Texas. What was his name again?
Rashid, man.
Rashid. My apologies. I should have remembered that. But what was your first show, I guess, in terms of like finally being like, all right, I got this. I'm finally. You said you've been doing karaoke. When was the time when you were like, I gotta show people who I am?
Man, I still did my first show back when I really wasn't even that serious. But my first show was at a car show in San Antonio, Texas. Long way back in like 08, 07. And then I just kind of like took a break because I was having struggles trying to figure. I wanted to engineer for myself. I wanted to do it all on my own and blah, 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 blah. I made some,
That's everybody, right?
Yeah, bro. I had to learn the hard way time. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had to learn the hard way. So it just kind of took a little bit. But recently bounced back with some major shows. I was just down in Houston for I think it was the 12th annual H-Town Bash, man. We were out there with Screwed Up, Click, Swisher House, man, the legends that put on, for Houston and Texas in general. So we was out there doing it big for that VIP treatment. Shout outs to my brothers from 21st Century Merch Gang, my boy Lil Young from Swisher House, man, showing mad love out there. But yeah, so we got that, man. Actually, we just kind of working, got some big shows coming up, real big announcements coming. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you having me on for sure. So definitely bringing the platform.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, give shout outs to these shows if you can, because obviously you never know when you can release, or say everyone's waiting on a time to release the date of when something's happening. But yeah, more than welcome, dude. I always encourage people to give shout outs.
Yeah, man. So right now, dude, I definitely want to give a shout out to the Vault 309, the recording studio that I go to right here in Peoria, or right in Creekport, really, but in Peoria area. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Dan Johnson, my boy Lucky. They coming through with great production, great quality. They're not yes men, so they're gonna definitely make sure that we get the job done right. Shout outs to my squad, 21st Century Merch Gang Music, my boy Big Creed, my boy Rashid. You know what I'm saying? Tony Rex. We out there putting on. They out there putting on in the down south, southwest. You know what I'm saying? But man, shout out to the people. We got a new joint coming with Bubba Sparks here real soon. I just dropped
Nice.
a feature for the boy Bubba Sparks. We ain't gonna talk too much about it. We got that coming here soon. But got some features that I just did for Crunchy Black, a 3-6 Mafia. Just got another one in the works to drop for Cold Heart, a Crucial Conflict. Man, we working, man. It's slowly coming through, man. We're gonna be We got some big shows October 2nd. You can make sure you catch me out at the Delta 8 Festival out in Groveland, put on by D Mill. Shout out to D Mill. We got Odd Squad family out there, Mario Cannon. We got a lot of other great names on the bill. I'll be out there with myself with the merch booth posted up, man. You already know what it is.
Awesome, man. It sounds exciting, really exciting, man. I guess what are your aspirations in terms of where you want to be? And this is like one of them like job interview questions, but I do like the question. What are your aspirations to where you want to be in like 5 years?
Well, man, I'd like to be somewhere sitting on a beach, sipping Coronas on a pallet. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, me too, bro.
Smoking a fat Cohiba. I ain't even gonna lie. But man, honestly, man, I just want to be somewhere successful. In 5 years, I honestly want to be doing music as a sole purpose for a living. You know what I mean? And that's it, making it happen, man. Dreams only happen when you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And you can't make them happen unless you're awake. So you got to make the grind. You got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
I got a 9-year-old daughter that needs everything under the sun. So you know what I'm saying? We got to make something happen.
Children, right? That's crazy, man. Congratulations, by the way. 9 years late, but still congratulations.
Appreciate it, my boy.
So let's talk about PFC and what it has meant to you and your career. Obviously, you go over there, you play the music. The crowd loves you, man. They love you.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a hell of a feeling, man. I love the energy going into PFC, man. I love the people. I know a lot of them by now. They all come up, you know what I'm saying? We all talk and shit. It's definitely dope, man. Like I said, coming in there, I was a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm always a little nervous when I get into a new place, you know, to go perform. It's always like, oh, how are they gonna react? But man, PFC, I love y'all, man. Y'all definitely got the vibe. Y'all definitely got the energy, man. It's definitely lit every time we there. So you can only expect that's how we're going to come on July 31st. We're going to come hard because got to do what we got to do, man. We're going to tee the hell up. You already know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a hell of a show, man. I mean,
I really
obviously.
Robert Bryant, you know what I'm saying, for even inviting me to bring me out to these shows, man. Definitely all love to you, my boy. Shit, man, Mr. Hydration, man. You already know, man. We out here, bro.
Hey, I got you, bro, right here.
Hey, we hydrated, my boy. We hydrated.
Man, I don't know what it is about water, man, but it tastes so good. Everyone's like, it's bland. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I don't know, man. My body loves water, dude. I do. I may be fat, but I love to drink it.
Hey, man, water. Mountain Dew tastes like water to me. So, man, we close. We close.
You're right. They are pretty similar, right?
Yeah, it's close. It's close. They go hand in hand.
Right. So do you have something special geared up for the 31st for at PFC?
Always, man. For a fight this big, man, we definitely got to come out with something. Of course, we're gonna have to give the people what they want. We already know what they want, so we have to give them that. But we definitely gonna bring out something new for the people on Saturday. You already know. I got a lot coming in the works, man, and I just really appreciate everybody that's been tuning in and really supporting, man. If you haven't tapped in with me, make sure y'all go search Kicks on all platforms. That's KIKZ. Find all my music anywhere your favorite digital streaming platform. But
that's awesome, man. Hell yeah, dude. What would you say? I guess say you're, I guess, obviously talking to not only the PFC crowd but also the Mr. Hydration crowd right now. What's a song that is a good introduction to who you are as an artist?
Thinking About You would be the good introduction song, because it's like, I've been thinking about you, I've been thinking about me, and where we could be.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
See, I've been thinking about you, I've been thinking about me, I've been thinking about in 10 years where we gonna be. Cherishing every moment and worshiping your physique. Two stoners sipping Coronas on a pallet by the beach. Girl, you got me saying, oh my. Yeah, you already know what I'm saying. Y'all gonna have to
nice,
get your
dude.
31st PFC through nightclub.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I just caught the reference that you made to that earlier in the interview. I just got
Yes,
that. That was nice.
sir.
That was
That's
nice.
where I'm trying to be, man. That's where
I
I'm trying
dig
to
it,
be.
man.
Stoner sipping Coronas on a pallet by the beach, my boy. But work
That's
hard enough,
awesome,
I'll
man.
get there.
So, in terms of the fights this weekend, I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you. Are you comfortable with making picks? And if so,
Always,
who are your
man.
picks?
I love it.
Who
I
are your
love it, man.
picks?
Yes, Sarsky. Who we
All
going
right,
with?
so
Okay, so I know the question. I'm gonna have to go with Team Too Strong. You already know I gotta go with Team Too Strong, man. That's my boy, man. Much love to Lucas, man. I love the man. His character is outstanding, humble ass individual. It doesn't matter what the pretenses are as far as what's going on, the hostility, nothing. He always remains to keep his head above level, and that shows a lot about a person in general. It doesn't matter whether you're a fighter or just being a regular person in general. That humbleness is so great, dude. I wish him the best of luck on this Saturday, and especially out in Italy. You already know. And fuck what any hater got to say. That boy gonna smash.
you know, as a media personality and someone who interviews fighters, it's really hard to be unbiased when it comes to your homies. And I'm Team Too Strong all day, but I can't just go like blasting it. You know what I mean?
Right, man. I know what he's up against, man. And you know, Lucas, he's got his own feel. He's put it out there blatantly himself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still I firmly believe in the man that he can pull it off, man. Yes, sir.
I believe so too. I think it's gonna be something that it's either like Lou said, it's either gonna be like 30 seconds or it's gonna be drawn out. It's one of the two. And I just know how headstrong, how much heart Lucas has. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah,
know it.
man.
I've seen it. It's been displayed. I just don't see him going out in 30 seconds. It could happen.
Hell no.
It could happen.
Hell no, it ain't
I just don't see it happening.
Seconds. But I don't see it going like that. But man, I'm definitely looking forward to my boy Shane fighting this weekend as well. You know what I'm saying? My boy Shane Guppy fighting Big Trev. That's gonna be a good fight. Shane's my homie. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Trev too. You know what I'm saying? That's a good one. I think my boy Shane gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
All right.
Man.
You know what, man? I'm a fan of those two too.
Stepping it up, but I still think Shane. He been working hard, man. I still think Shane gonna pull it.
So what do you think about Robert Bryant and his opponent? No, number one, I gotta ask you, obviously what your pick is, but number two, what do you think about him jumping in the ring?
Bro, I was just telling him last night. I was like, holy shit, my boy, you really gonna get in there and throw them bitches.
It's crazy, right?
Hell yeah, man. I think it's dope though, man. You know, I'm sure a lot of people, like he said, like to sit there and mumble under their breath, like, oh, you know, he started it, but can you fight? Wooty woo. I think it's dope to see him in there. And hell yeah, I'm rooting for my boy Robert to get that dub. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Hell yeah, man. I want to know what the decision making process was going on in his opponent's head when he agreed to fight the PFC CEO. Like, who in the crowd's gonna be on your side? I don't know, man.
Yeah, he might have an 0-0 record, but that doesn't mean he's 0-0. If you know what I'm saying. Like, come on now.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. Well, thank you so much. Oh yeah, one more question. The father-son fight. What are your thoughts on this? Right? That's where I'm at.
It's gonna be interesting, I guess, man. Like, I just hope at the end of it, you know, they both are able to look past their difference. I mean, man, that's your dad, that's your son. I mean, whatever, whoop your ass. What, you can't beat on him and put him over your knee like he was when he was a kid. I guess you might as well fucking duke it out while you're grown-ups. I mean, shit.
That was like a curveball. That was a curveball when I heard that one. I was like, all right, I'm in. And think about this. Sure. Even crazier. Have you ever heard of a father-son fight?
Hell no.
In any organization, any fight, anywhere. Have you ever heard?
Only on Jerry, buddy.
Well, that's fair, but they're not in the ring, you know.
Yeah, they ain't in a ring, so yeah, I can't say I've ever heard of it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a crazy situation, and it might be the first of its kind. It might be. I'm not for sure, but it might be, and it might be at PFC. PFC could be making history.
Trendsetters, man, trendsetters.
Trendsetters, exactly. All right, man. All right, thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate you. Kicks, my bad. Kicks the R and Beast. Make sure you
Appreciate
check
that.
out all his music. Hey, give a shout out to your media platforms real quick. Let people know where to find you.
All right, man. You can find me at R&B's Kicks on IG. You can follow me, obviously, right there on Facebook at Kyle Egger, KYLEEGGER. Any other platform, KIKZ, search, and y'all will pop up with all kinds of good music for y'all to go peep out. Make sure y'all tap in with me, man. We in here. See y'all at July 31st at PFC Truth Nightclub in Bartonville, Illinois. Woo!
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, sir.
All right, have a good one. All right, that was Kicks the R and Beast, who will be performing live July 31st at PFC. Again, make sure you get your tickets. It's going to be $20 a piece. That ain't nothing. You go and spend that at a ice cream shopper when you're going to eat somewhere, man. Spend it going to fight or going to watch these fighters, supporting these fighters, and seeing this action in person. I'm telling you, it's worth the buy. Go out, show out in person. It's worth the drive, no matter where you're at. Get a ride. Uber there if you have to. I don't care. Just show up. All right. Up next, we have. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I don't think anyone's up next. That's crazy. I thought for sure we'd have someone in the waiting. All right. Well, let's go through the comments. Let's see what everyone has to say. Let's start. Let's see. Where did we stop with the comments? I think it was. Bam, James Elliott. Let's talk about Robert Bryan debut. We did. We even talked with the man himself, man. He's super excited. He's ready to go. Man, I can't wait to see that fight. Yeah, for real, James Elliott. That underground feel, it's eventually going to go away. It's eventually going to go away. I'm telling you. And this is the type of feel you want to go experience for yourself before it goes away. It's one of those things, kind of like when one of your favorite fighters, you want to go watch him fight live before he retires. You want to go feel this energy before it goes away. James Elliott picks Anthony Holloway. Robert Bryan asking who y'all got. Kai kicks the R&B saying Lucas Gwaltney. Hell yeah. We got action, people. July 31st. Yes, we do, Robert Bryan. You included, my man. The champ. Jason Villarreal. Damn, bro. I can't even fucking. All right, anyway. Too strong. Caps. R&B Beast. Demetrius King says Anthony by knockout. He also promises that PFC that Anthony by knockout. Lucas Gwaltney on Robert Bryan. He might have an 0-0 record, but that doesn't mean he's 0-0. You know what I mean? Kyle Edgar nailed it. I tell my fighters that all the time. Oh, shit. What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? Yeah, Lucas Gwaltney all day. All right. Let's get LG Shiesty on with us in 3, 2, 1. How are you, Shiesty? Can you hear me okay? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, cool. How are you, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. You?
Doing good. You know, talking to all you guys. Super excited for the 31st. How are you feeling about it?
I'm amped up. I'm ready. I'm ready to show some work. You know.
Pretty sure everybody got to show some work out there.
Absolutely, man. They better hope. You know, you got to put in that work, especially if you want to perform on day of. So how are you feeling about you and your opponent? How are you feeling about your fight, man? What are the emotions like?
I'm very confident in what I do. I don't put nothing past anybody, but I'm very confident in myself. I don't feel intimidated by him or nothing.
Awesome, man. Hell yeah. So obviously, this 31st, the card is huge. It's probably going to be the biggest card PFC has hosted to date. What are your, I guess, did you already know you were going to be on the 31st card? Did you ask for it? Did you get asked to jump on here? What was that like?
Ask for it? I made sure. Hey, once I heard saying the Lucas and Anthony fight was a go, I instantly asked for the fight for the 31st. I need to be on that card. I know it's going to be epic that night, so why I can't be epic that night with them?
Hey, that's true, man. Why not? So let's talk about your opponent. How do you feel about him in terms of his skill and what he brings to the table?
To be honest, I have no clue of nothing on my opponent. I don't even know what he's capable of or nothing, but I know what I'm capable of. So that's what people need to be worrying about when they go against me.
Absolutely, man. Definitely worry about yourself and what you can do. Sharpen your skills first before you worry about your opponents. 100%. So I guess what type of work have you been putting in? Who have you been working with? How's that going along?
I have not been working with anybody, but I have been slightly doing a little something, not much. I got a lot of personal stuff going on that be kind of getting in the way of a lot of the training I want to do.
So Chris Peterson asked, "Who is your opponent? Who are you? Who will you be fighting?"
I see. Look, I don't even think about the man. I don't even know his name. It's Adam or something, I believe. I don't remember the man's name. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, man. Hey, this is how you want to go about it. I ain't judging at all, my man. I promise. So I guess I'd like to ask you, man, what got you into fighting? How did you approach the game, and how did you get involved with PFC?
What got me into fighting? Well, first, I actually grew up fighting. I'm not gonna lie. Getting beat up by my brothers and them, so I actually took in a liking into fighting. And my dad likes to watch a lot of mixed martial arts movies and stuff, so that got me into learning how to do a lot of stuff too, watching movies and stuff like that. Growing up, a lot of action stuff.
Okay, cool. I guess what's one of the action movies that got you into it? Like for me, one big action movie that got me into MMA and watching it was this movie called I think it was called Brothers, and it's about two brothers that end up fighting in the MMA fight, and I was just like, wow, that's an awesome fight. And before that, obviously, got to go Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna mention Bruce Lee. that's gonna probably be about everybody's. I wasn't even gonna mention him. But what actually got me into like really watching it like movie wise, want to do fighting stuff movie wise, I say what's the movie? Never Back Down 1 and 2 with Michael J. White. Come on, go.
Yeah, Michael J. White, man. He's a legit martial artist too.
Yeah, he
Bloodsport. You know what? Lucas Brawley said Bloodsport. I gotta bring that comment on. Hell yeah, dude. Bloodsport was the shit.
I'm on an interview. I'm sorry. Huh? I'm on an interview.
This major is right here.
I'm sorry. They didn't know I was on an interview.
Hey, no worries, man. I'm here on your time. It's all good. So tell me about how you're feeling, man. Obviously you're pretty pumped about this fight coming up, man. Give me the overall I guess status of how you're feeling, man.
I'm actually excited. I'm excited every time I go in the ring. I get to show off my skills. That's what I want to do. I want to show off my skills. So I just want to see what he's up with. I want to see what he's capable of. So you feel me? I'm not going to put nothing against him, past him. I'm not going to underestimate him or nothing. I know how I'm coming, and I just want to know how he's coming.
Awesome. So I don't know if you heard me earlier, but when we were talking about movies, Lucas ended up commenting Bloodsport. Have you ever seen this movie?
I actually heard about it, but never watched it.
You never watched it?
I heard about it so many times. I didn't heard about it so many times, but never got a chance to like actually sit down and just watch it.
Man, that's a movie I would suggest, man. If you're into old school, I guess combat movies, that's a good one. It's primarily kickboxing, or I think Bloodsport is a bunch of different martial arts that come into play. I forget, but it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's basically
Watch that tonight. Kind of think about it.
do it. Definitely watch it tonight, man.
Watch that tonight.
Fuck it. So, what are you weighing in the 31st for your fight? And if so, at what weight?
Ain't no telling what I done gained or lost. So I will have to wait till the 30th to do my weigh-in. I was 206, but that was 2 weeks ago. Ain't no telling what I done gained or lost.
Right. Robert Bryant says, "What the hell? How haven't you seen Bloodsport?"
Bro, don't do this, Robert. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I tried to make time, and the time just didn't want him to get made.
Damn. Lucas says he's too young to know about Bloodsport.
I'm not that young, man. I'm born in 95.
That's awesome, man.
I'm right in between y'all, man.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. All right, man. Shit.
That just hurt my feelings. He just said I ain't never watched Bloodsport. I gotta go watch this tonight. Now I'm gonna make sure I watch this tonight.
It's a good movie, man. And I mean, just keep in mind it's I think 80s or 90s movie, but man, it's such an iconic movie. This is back when Jean-Claude Van Damme was in his prime, man. Ripped ass Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits in the air, bro.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Absolutely, man. So I guess you said you grew up fighting. What's some of your inspirations in terms of fighters? Like, who are some icons that you look up to?
Okay. Boxing wise, I'm gonna go boxing wise. I have different icons in different categories. You feel me?
I want to hear them all.
Okay. Boxing wise, I don't know. I like how Floyd Mayweather fight. So I watch a lot of videos of how he fights, moves, and a lot of stuff. So MMA, I got a couple that I really mess with. Like I don't know, Conor McGregor. I like him. I like him because he's on his way. And y'all keep interrupting me. I'm on an interview. I don't care. Dang. Right, Mom.
I'm sorry, bro.
Attitude, how he comes off. I also like why they stop? Well, y'all is interrupting me, bro. I'm on an interview. God dang.
I'm sorry, man. That's kind of funny.
I'm serious, but everybody's interrupting me. I'm trying to give you all my attention. Hey, folks, stop talking to my mom like that, bro. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
So I was asking you who your inspirations were in terms of martial artists in combat sports. You had gone on to talk about Mayweather. You had talked about Conor, and then we got interrupted. But either way, who else?
It's a lot out. It's a couple more. Can't think of right off the top of my head. They just threw me off.
No worries, man. No worries at all. It happens. That's life, though, right?
Of course. Life happens.
So, in terms of fighting at PFC, who would you say is, I guess, your toughest opponent to date?
That I fought?
Yes.
The toughest? That'll be teasing.
Yeah?
Yep.
How did you feel going into that fight and then afterwards?
I felt confident going in and out. I felt like I accomplished, even me losing, I still felt like I gave a fight and gave it my all.
Awesome, man. That's definitely the fighting spirit, man. What would you say? I guess was your favorite opponent?
My favorite opponent, Kenny Wells.
I'm not gonna lie, he's one of my favorite people to interview because that dude is just goofy as fuck.
Bro, that dude has no filter. None.
No, he doesn't.
Kenny, that man's a gag. I'll say that's my favorite fighter. Just because
Yeah.
his I don't know what's the word. I
Energy?
don't want to say weirdness, but
I usually just say energy. It just covers all bases.
Yeah,
his energy.
His energy be everywhere.
Absolutely. That guy's he's something else, man. And another thing too, when he's fighting, he always makes it a point to entertain the crowd.
Yeah. That's facts. Them big facts. He most definitely makes sure he entertain his crowd. See, he
Lucas,
is more of that Conor McGregor swagger, you know, because Conor McGregor likes to taunt and get that crowd going. And that's what
he does. Yeah, he does. He's very. I mean, it's definitely going to help him in terms of getting people to go to his fights and to tune in when he does fight, because he is for real a character. That dude is something else.
He should star in a movie or something.
Something, man, something for real, something. No lie.
For a Grammy.
So how in terms of that fight with you and Kenny, how did you feel about that fight going in, and how did you feel afterwards?
I feel confident in any fight I go into. I don't doubt myself at all. It didn't go as I wanted to because I lost by decision, but win, lose, or draw, I'm always gonna be confident in myself.
That's awesome to hear, man. I mean, you definitely need that kind of confidence, especially going in there to fight. You know, I respect anyone that gets in the cage, in a boxing ring, and anyone at all. It definitely takes a lot to test your will and to get in there like that. So much respect to you.
Appreciate it.
So do you have any shout outs you want to give to, I mean, to anyone really? It could be teammates, maybe like a business, maybe your mom for interrupting you, you know, you never know.
I just want to give a shout out to my fans. These my biggest fans right here, my little cousins and nephews.
Hey.
I want to give out a shout out to PFC. Shout out to the CEO. Hey, Rob, folks, you better put in that work. I know you win. I heard some stuff about dope, but I want to shout out to everybody, man. I want to put on a show Saturday for everybody. So, and that's what I'm going to go do.
Awesome, man. Do you have a prediction for your fight, or is it just whatever happens, happens?
Do I have a prediction for my fight?
Yes.
It's not really a prediction. I know I'm not finna go in there playing with his ass.
All right, that works for me.
I'm gonna just set that there and let that sink in y'all head, and y'all gonna take that how y'all take it.
All right, fair enough. I thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, and good luck on your fight, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Real quick. I do want to ask you before I let you go. I want to ask you, what are your predictions for the fights on Saturday?
Who fights?
On PFC fights.
Oh, okay. I'm going with Lucas. I know I got Lucas on the fight. I got Armand on the fight. I got Dante on the fight. I got LB Ron on the fight. Oh, I do have a call out. I want to make that known. I want Trail Ali. I want my one with him. It be the short people with the small short tempers. That's just
All right, awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you again. I appreciate this so much.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, have a good one, brother.
You too.
All right, that was LG Shiesty. coming in and talking to us about his fight, about what he has going on. Let's go into let's go to the comments, see what the comments are saying. All right, let's go. I think it was right here. How have you seen Bloodsport? That's awesome. Doing the for real, that's what he does. Jean-Claude Van Damme, man. If he's in a movie, he's doing the splits for no reason. It's just what he does. Yes, Chris, I did interview him earlier. He was 2 interviews ago. So it was this one, the Kyle Egger one, and then the one before that was Lucas. When I was young, my mom would trip over the Nintendo cord and I was heated. Sincere's mom simply interrupts his interview. She really was just she didn't give no fucks. That's moms though, right? That's moms. Robert Ryan says teasy. There are no words. I think this is in terms of Kenny, which there aren't that many words to explain who Kenny is and his energy. You just got to experience it, and you will soon. You going to smash Streeter on the map. Hell yeah, Chris. That would be a fun fight to watch. Yep. We suck again. King Hillian. All right. Well, let's see if we can bring him on. King Hillian, are you there? Hey, there he is. How are you doing?
What's going on? What's going on, my man?
So I hear you're going to be performing on the July 31st card at PFC, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know it, man. Shout out to my boy Robert, man.
Absolutely, man. So why don't you give us a little background on who you are, where you come from, and what got you into music?
Yeah, King Hillian. I'm from the south side of Peoria. I mean, I've been doing music. I've been doing music for roughly, well, I'm gonna just say since I was like 6 or 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of comes natural, you know. So that about sums that up.
That's awesome, man. So I guess what you've been doing it for so long. Do you even remember what got you into music, or is it just something that just happened?
I mean, it was just always the thing that my parents always listen to, and I see the vibes that it brings the people. So I always caught a hold to it. And I seen that the vibes that it brings me, when I used to hear music, So I just tried it out one day, and I was just good at it, and it just came natural.
So what would you say is your genre in terms of your music?
I'm more like a new age, hip hop / R&B, that lane. You know what I'm saying? More of a mixture. So I don't know if they got a new genre for that, but it's more of a hip hop R&B.
Hey, you never know, man. You never know.
Yeah,
could be.
You know it.
So if you were to tell someone to check out a song of yours that would give them a good idea of what you bring to the table, what song would that be, and where could they find it?
I could say I do Southside because that gives you a little, in the video, kind of paint a picture of where I grew up. Kind of the lifestyle of living down in the South End, a little area I grew up around. So you can find that on YouTube, K Hillian, and then just Southside, on YouTube and all other streaming platforms too, by the way.
All right, awesome. I just put that into my computer. I'll check it out afterwards.
My man.
So obviously you're going here to the 31st card, arguably the biggest card that PFC has hosted to date. What are your feelings like? What are your emotions like going into a huge fight card like this?
It's always a good adrenaline rush, just for me watching like where this all started, where this PFC started, for my boy, starting in his backyard to where it's at now. And to me, seeing, him bringing me in, I appreciate it, to perform on these big events. I mean, I'm pretty psyched about it, man. I'm really just trying to see. I know the energy's there because the last time I performed, it was a real good vibe. The energy in the building was a little different. with the fights. So I'm definitely real stoked to see what's going to go on the 31st.
It's a great energy that gets shown over there at PFC and the fight cards. I mean, it's something else, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
man.
like me and Robert were talking about earlier. It's not one of those fight cards where like you got a ring or you got a cage to separate you from the fights. You're right there.
You
You're
right
right
there.
there. And
Yes, sir.
it's a whole different kind of energy. And then obviously being an artist, going out there, knowing that you're performing to all this pent up energy that may have been released and may not get released.
Yeah.
It's got to be a feeling like no other.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. Definitely.
So how long have you known about PFC, or how long have you been involved with PFC, or both?
I actually, I mean, I kind of known about it kind of when he first started. Kind of when he first started it, and it was just kind of like a little thing he was just doing. So I kind of knew about it since the early on. What the getting it out the mud stage is what they'll call it. So I seen it and I just watched it. I watched it flourish, man. So I'm just really glad to really be here and actually be a part of all this. Just to see where it was at and where it have came to this day. It's pretty cool, man.
Oh yeah, it's and like what the work that he's putting in for the community as well. It's
Yes,
just
sir.
it's a great avenue to have.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Telling young bucks to put them gloves on. Tell them put them gloves on, get in that ring, let some of that frustration out in the right way. You know what I'm saying? To where you can do this in a nice legal manner and put your gloves on and get it that way, man. I'd rather for it to be like that than.
Are you there? Hello?
Just had a call come through. I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, what happened? No worries though, man. But all right, so obviously this is a huge fight card. How you've been following PFC for a while, I'm assuming. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on this fight, on the main fight, on Lucas versus Anthony Holloway?
Anthony Holloway is my boy. Like, I ran track with Anthony Holloway in high school. The kid, we called him, I'm gonna give an insider, we called him Dr. Evil a long time ago. We called him Dr. Evil a long time ago when we all
Wait, Dr. Evil from Austin Powers?
From Austin Powers. We called him Dr. Evil, man. But that guy, I got Holloway, man. I don't know the Lucas guy too much. I haven't really seen him fight. I can't say I've seen him fight, but I just know Holloway, and he's a South End kid. I roll with the South Side. I know what the kid got in him. I know what he can do personally. So I'm gonna roll with Holloway, man. I got my money on Holloway.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. Either way, it's gonna be a good fight.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So I gotta ask you. Obviously, Robert Bryant, being the promoter, promotes fights, right? He puts them together. He puts these fight cards together. He gets these artists to come on. What do you think about him deciding to step in the ring for this fight card?
It's actually not too. It's not it's not too surprising to me. It could be surprising to everybody else, but I know Rob personally too, and I know Broken Fight. If I don't know anything, I know Broken Fight. So I'm just pretty excited to see him get in there and and put some of them skills to work. I'm actually kind of excited to see what he's going to bring to the table, but I kind of know what he got, what he's going to bring.
So I'm assuming you're siding with Robert on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my boy Rob on this one. I'm rolling with Rob on this one.
We're agreeing on this one.
You know it. Yes, sir. I'm going with Rob on this one.
Absolutely, man. So I'd like to ask you, man, how many shows have you performed for at PFC?
I did one. I've only did one. This will be my second one right here. So I did one like maybe a month ago. And it was that was the highest one to date when I did it, as far as like the sales or whatever. And then I guess this one is gonna be bigger than that one because it's a lot of good names on this card. So this looks like it's going to be a pretty big crowd, pretty nice event. So I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Absolutely, man. It's definitely gearing up to be one of the biggest fight cards, July 31st, man. And they're bumping up the pay, or not the pay. They're bumping up the ticket prices to get in, which I think the more money they get, the more money they give to the fighters.
That's only right. That's only right, man. It's
yeah.
It's some good names and good fighters on there. So you gotta pay your way. Make sure everybody's going home with just a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just cause, you know what I'm saying? Like some of them fighters deserve a little something, man. And I think people's going to pay. They're going to pay that little ticket. It's a good card. It's a real good card on the 31st. So that's only right that they up. That was only right. I would have suggested to up the price too.
Agreed, man. It's I mean, like you were just saying, you want these fighters to come home with some good pay, and that's only going to help them. So
look, so you want them to come home with something. That's they working, they putting their work in, so they might as well we might as well give them some type of reward while some of these fellas is putting their work in.
Absolutely, man. So are there any other fights on the card that you're looking forward to, or even fighters that you're looking forward to watch?
I haven't really. I don't know if my little cousin Cody is fighting. Other than that, if my little cousin Cody was fighting, I'd be really excited to see him fight. So I don't know if he's on the card. I had to go look and check it out. But other than that, I really don't know how many other people that's fighting on the card other than Holloway and Robert. So I'm really going to see Holloway more than anything. You know what I'm saying? As far as the fight that I want to see is Holloway and Lucas fight.
I think that fight's going to elevate both fighters, man. I think just the anticipation for that fight alone, you can just feel it and see it online. People are at both sides, just Anthony and Lucas, and man, I'm so pumped to see what happens.
And hopefully I can be the introducing performance that I got a perfect song for them boys that they can come off to and get it on to after that. So I'm definitely excited, man.
That's awesome, man. So do you obviously you had talked about like you want to be the one to perform before they come on. Do you know where on the fight card you're going to be performing on, or is that something that isn't sure? Because I know Rob was talking about how he doesn't make the lineup until Thursday solidified.
Yeah. He don't. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. Just because I know it's a big fight, and you know what I'm saying. I know I got some motivation. I got some motivation for the fellas. You know what I'm saying. So, we just got to wait and see. We got to wait and see. They got to come out. They got to come out and check it out.
Awesome, man. So I want to ask you, in terms of music, we all have our own inspirations. And when it comes to artists that we look up to, artists that maybe we even want to perform with in the future, what would you say is some of the artists that you look up to?
I mean, some artists I look up to in that, like, as far as the industry wise, I got, I say like Yo Gotti, go out west. I like Mozzie, and I mean Lil Wayne, of course, the Drakes, of course. It's not too many, but there's some, Future. And it's a couple new guys, like the Little Babies and the STEG and stuff like that. But that about sums up some of them.
Nice, man. I guess if you could perform with any of them, who would it be?
I would say Yo Gotti. I would go with Yo Gotti.
Awesome, man. So Robert Bryant says K Hillian Song Forever is my favorite joint.
My boy. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's one of my joints. Definitely a heavy hitter.
I'm gonna have to check that one out too, man. I'm gonna put that in. I'm put that on my computer real quick.
Okay. Yeah. No.
You know, I asked him to send me some tracks earlier because I was gonna try to get them to play on the live stream before
Yeah.
I interviewed you and before I interviewed Kyle Egger. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work out beforehand. But hopefully, I get that worked out, sometime soon because I would really like to interview musicians and have their work
Of course.
shown before I
Of
interview
course.
them.
Of course. Definitely, my man.
Absolutely, man. All right. So do you have any shout outs you want to give and anybody you want to give some I mean really just anything.
I shout out Robert, my boy Robert Bryan, man, the whole PFC, the whole PFC movement, my umbrella movement, my cousin Corey. Other than that, my fam. Other than that, I ain't really got too much else.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on and doing this interview. I really appreciate your time. This is
Man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
absolutely, man. I'm gonna check out your music after I get done with all the interviews. I'm definitely gonna jam you and Kyle Egger.
My man, tap in. You definitely ain't gonna be disappointed.
All right, thank you so much for your time, King Hillian.
Yes, sir. You too, my man.
All right, that was King Hillian. He's an artist. Make sure you check him out. The two songs that I think you should check out because they're getting suggested is Southside. You can find that on YouTube, and Forever. You can also, I'm assuming you can find that on YouTube as well. All right, so up next, let's see if he's even on here. Not yet. I was gonna get Kenny Wells. Where are you, Kenny? Let's look at the comments. Let's see what's up here. LG Sicey says, "All my soul, forever, King Hillian Snap." You know what, man? I'm gonna try and get this to work. I'm gonna try and get this to work while we wait for Kenny. I think I can do it. Let's go with Southside. I feel like I can get this to work right now. We're about to find out. Let's see how it goes, man. All right. Let's see. I want to say it's this one. Is that it? All right. Is that working? Holy shit. All right, let's see. All right. I wonder. There we go. All right. Let's see if this works. I hope it works. Let me know if you can hear this. Oh, you don't think Kenny's gonna come? Hopefully. Let's see. All right, well, that didn't work. Can you guys hear it? Damn, look at that trike. I don't think it's working. Dang. All right, well, I tried. I've got to get that to work sometime. It's gonna work. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying. I'll get it figured out by next time. All right, well, I don't think Kenny's gonna be coming on, so Damn. All right. Well, thank you all for so much for tuning in. Rob, if you want to come on and give a goodbye promotion to this whole episode and talk about July 31st one last time, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I'm gonna say my adioses. I want to give a huge shout out to PFC, Robert Bryan especially, for not only putting this fight card together, but also putting these interviews together for really, really putting it all out there, and even joining the fight card himself. We're talking about a promoter. I don't know if that means as much to you as it does to me, but it's someone that's putting together these fights, and a lot of promoters wouldn't even dare get in the ring. They would not dare get in the ring. This man not only is doing it on the biggest fight card, but he's also doing it on the biggest fight card to be a part of the energy, to be a part of this history. And I personally just can't wait to see what happens and how it's gonna turn out. Want to see it? Wait, he just texted Tion. All right. Well, I will definitely put him on as soon as he comes. I will be right back, actually. All right, cool. So I just had to plug my phone in because it was about to die. All right, let's add Kenny to the stream. One of my favorite people to interview, favorite fighters. Without further ado, how are you, brother?
Hey, yo.
How you doing, man?
Man, you know what? I'm doing good, man. I'm driving to get some coochie in Peoria.
Oh,
yeah, man, I'm on the road to come to y'all city and fight tonight. But I'm going to be doing a different type of fight. But it ain't going to be that type of fight. It's going to be the other type of fight.
Man, I love interviews with you because they're just so unpredictable, my man. So unpredictable.
Hey, I'm happy I can be that for you, my boy.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I almost feel like I'm preaching half the time when I talk about you, man. If there's one thing that people can take away, it's you're always trying to entertain not only the crowd, but just it's almost like you're trying to entertain yourself. You know, you're just having a good time, you're just being yourself. I love the energy.
Man, everything you be saying is the truth. That white boy Lucas knocked me the fuck out. Hey, I'm in there trying to fight for my life. I'm like all them other little black boys that was in there fighting under oppression of Lucas. And I'm fighting. And I get my black ass knocked out, man. I couldn't even believe myself. But I mean, in my defense, all I can say is I was dancing all around all night before the fight, and I didn't rest up until my fight. I was doing too much. But, you know, I got knocked out, though, man. You was right, man. That's why I'm hoping Lucas get his ass knocked out with Anthony Holloway. You know what I'm saying? I want Anthony to take care of what I couldn't do. You know, I'm jealous as hell of Lucas. I be envying him right now. You know what I'm saying? He's still cool, but I'm just jealous. You know what I'm saying? You ever been jealous of somebody?
God damn, man. So obviously you're going to be fighting a team member of Lucas and Eddie Whitney. How are you feeling about this opponent and this fight?
I'm going to break Eddie. Eddie want to play with me. I'm going to show him why it's best not to play with Kenny Wells. See, Eddie is not who you guys think he is. I helped Eddie get better. I fed him bitty. I made him well. Eddie used to be homeless. And I had to, I helped him get a house and stuff. And I gave him some clothes. I gave him a few condoms because he was out here fucking everything. So I helped Eddie out. He also had a real big weed addiction. He was smoking everybody's roaches. So I helped him. So he want to fight me. He want to go ahead. He called me out. Eddie's big as hell, man. You seen Eddie? Eddie Whitney. Man, I'm going to tell you like this. I got my predictions for the fight. But if I make it alive out this fighting this big-ass man, first off, Lucas, now I got to fight this big monstrosity of a white man. If I was to be in the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, in the cold, I'd kill him and eat him. That's a lot of damn turkey meat, man. I'd eat for months, man. Every time I need something to eat, I just chop a little piece off of him and put him in a pot.
Go crazy.
I'd eat Eddie ass, man. That motherfucker be ate. It wouldn't be no Eddie. Get in my belly. Get in my belly. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought that was the police, man. Y'all was going to see a high-speed chase in this bitch.
Well, hopefully for your sake, there's no high-speed chase, man.
Hell yeah, no, hopefully. But I ain't saying I'm going to die. They going to have to kill me.
All right, fair enough. All right, man. So obviously going into this fight, you know he's a bigger opponent. Obviously, Eddie Whitney's a bigger guy. What are you expecting in terms of the fight?
All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Everybody know I'm the move king. I'm a stick and move. Sorry, it's a fly. Okay, I had to get the fly in my car. I'm a stick and move king. I'm a stick in the fuck move. He think he gonna hit me. Look at my motherfucking face. Let me show y'all my tattoo line. Hold on. We turn the light on in this bitch. You see that motherfucker shining and glistening? And he think he gonna hit all this prettiness. Hold on. You see this prettiness? I ain't even been smoking no crack. I ain't been smoking no weed. I ain't been drinking. I ain't been doing nothing. I'm clean. I'm sober. So I'm clean. I got a clear conscience. I'm gonna beat the hell out of Eddie, man. He fighting me, a clean, sober Kenny. I ain't doing no meth. I ain't doing no heroin. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never did no heroin, but said I heard that motherfucker work wonders. You're supposed to like shoot it in your veins or something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you your own segment, man. We're just gonna get you a whole Kenny segment, bro.
Man, I tell you, man, look, Robin, no. One time they seen a dirty needle outside. I was thinking like, man, motherfucker look like it still got something inside there. Motherfucker like, man, don't use that shit, man. I'm like, I don't know, man. I heard that shit get you right. But I ain't never did it. I'm just saying, I've been thinking, you know what I'm saying? So don't judge me. You feel me?
I ain't judging you at all, man. No
so when y'all
judgment
see
from
these
my
needle marks on my arms, it's from some tattoos.
I don't even know how to interview you, man. What the fuck am I supposed to say?
Okay, you said, am I gonna beat the hell out of Eddie? Watch me. I'm gonna rip my shirt off. Everybody gonna see a black man going wild in this motherfucker. I'm gonna wipe the sweat off my motherfucking head because I be sweating hard as hell even before I fight. I'm gonna wipe that shit off and I'm gonna just attack Eddie. And we gonna dog fight. Then after the fight, I might give him a hug. You know what I'm saying? To end racism. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to end racism. Hell, white lives matter too. I mean, shit, Lucas' white life don't matter though, because that motherfucker knocked me the fuck out, man. My dad had to jump in the ring, man. He was going for blood. I'm gonna piss his ass off. They said I was on the ground. He was trying to hit me, man. What the hell? That's why I ain't been too nice to Lucas, man. He just attacked me, man, ravaged me. That's why he made me feel like Dirty Mike and it made me feel when I was in the joint. Yeah.
Wait, what?
He made me feel like Dirty Mike and it made me feel when I was in the joint. Yeah. We ain't got to say too much, man. Everybody know what happened to me. Hey, I mean, you know, I was still am a man because I came out as a man. Because I should have came out as a woman. Like, whoa, man. Motherfucker, I want to use some treats in the joint. Don't you take them. Do not take them bitches. Because after you
oh my God.
You working off that for that state pay after you can't pay him back, shit. You know how you gotta pay him back, shit.
Damn. All right then.
20 Twinkies a week for 5 weeks. We have. I'm eating around, jumping around. Motherfucker said, man, that shit ain't free, man. I said, what the fuck you mean? He said, them Twinkies wasn't free, man. Nah, and they closed the door and shit. It was about 10 of them, but I lived though. And that's why I
What the fuck?
That's why I know, Eddie, I don't care how big you is. You can be bigger than life, my boy. Because Dirty Mike is a big man. And I took Dirty Mike real good. I could take you too, Eddie.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to interview you, man. I don't even know what the fuck to say.
Man, just know Robert Bryan said you got the best damn show. I don't know why he liked the show so much, because every time I watch it, I get excited too. But the way he was talking about it, you and your show and Kyle Eggers, it's like he his eyes, it excites him. Like when he found me in that alley, punching at them flies and trying to, you know, when I told you last time, and he told me shit when I was punching them flies in the alley. He said I was gonna be the best one day, and I've got a losing streak so big that when I fight Eddie, I'm gonna whoop him. Man, I'm tired of Sale, I'm tired of Raheem, and I'm tired of Lucas. They done fucked my name up. I ain't had a motherfucking winning fight because them motherfuckers and Cody Baker wanted to slam me. I shake Cody hand before the fight, like, man, don't do too much, man. You know, let's just put on a show. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I went up to Lucas like, hey, don't do too much, let's put on a show. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna beat on me like that. Fuck, I should be suing them. Too strong. Paycheck, the fuck. I thought going to PFC was gonna be like WWE. You know, we smack each other a lot. You know, do some, make it look good. Nah, that shit real, man. Shit, I was surprised he didn't knock my tooth out my mouth when he hit me. My tooth with my cavity shook a little bit. I'm mad as hell, man. That's why I need Anthony Holloway to beat on that man. I'm sorry, I know he came from your town, but he's from Pekin. But I need Anthony Holloway to leave stinking Lincoln. You feel?
I'm doing my best to stay unbiased, man. I'm doing my best to stay unbiased.
Man, I know who you going for, man. But you know what? I appreciate all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to rep for your boy. I heard you and Lucas was good friends. Good ass friends. You know, I'm jealous of that, man. Why couldn't you just be my damn friend?
We can be friends. I mean, I feel like you're my friend.
And talk to Lucas, man, because Lucas kind of been mean to me. Of course I'm talking shit. When Dirty Mike did what he did to me, I talked some shit till he came in my cell and closed the door. I was shutting up then. You know, you heard some shit. Get the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, after that, I talked my shit again. That's what I'm going to do about Lucas every time, because he knocked me the fuck out twice. You feel me? He knocked me out twice. What the hell y'all expect me to do? How the fuck you just accidentally knock somebody the fuck out 2 times? You got a strong ass fight, man.
Okay.
I get so mad when I think about Lucas. I get so mad when I think about that man. Tell me what's up. He want to try to knock me out again. After I beat up Eddie, I'm going to beat up Lucas. Little Lukey.
All right. Okay. So let's go to the comments. All right. Demetrius King says, Kenny know damn well Luke is going to lose.
Oh, yeah. Demetrius King be knowing what he's talking about. He be telling me to bob and weave and move and jump. I be doing everything he tell me. Demetrius King, I believe in you. Anybody who say Lucas is going to leave, I'm jumping on your wagon, because I got a personal vendetta. Hey, if little Lukey get beat up by Anthony, I'm giving Anthony $10. On GD, I'm gonna give my boy $10 because he gonna do something that I couldn't do. He deserved that $10. Every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 of that money.
All right. So Demetrius King also says that he brought you to PFC.
Yeah, hell yeah. Demetrius King's the nigga who told me to beat up the boogeyman. So then I beat the boogeyman up. You feel boom, boom, boom. I'm waiting for my rematch because I heard he was feeling a little froggy. You feeling froggy, boogeyman, baby? Leap, nigga. Leap. Leap, nigga. I do you just like I did Lucas before I got knocked out.
Oh, dang. He said Robert Ryan says his dad jumped in the ring. I think that might have been to
Hell yeah, my dad saved my motherfucking life. Lucas was trying to kill me, man. You know, you keep talking.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, Lucas got mad because I was talking shit. I kept poking at him. You keep poking at that boy, he turned red like a little teapot. You know how he started whistling. Hey, baby, I'm a teapot. And then knocked me the fuck out, man. I got pissed off, man. When he got the steaming and that smoke came out his ears, oh, it was too strong. That's why every post I've been talking hella shit about Lucas. I fuck Lucas. Fuck you, Lucas. Cause you bogus for knocking me the fuck out like that. Motherfucker said you was trying to beat on me, man. I should sue your ass. I came to PFC to fight, not to fall on that motherfucking ground and hit my head like you made me, nigga. Now I'm gonna beat the fuck out your boy Eddie. And Robin's gonna watch.
All right. Robert Bryan says Kenny fought all big names. And absolutely, you named off your last 3 opponents. They're huge names over there.
Hell yeah, I mean, but I think listen, Robert has even told me before, man, you know what? I think the judges is a little wrong about this one. Because, man, I don't think these motherfuckers is counting the points. I throw 1,000 damn punches a fight. I don't give a fuck if I'm dancing, I'm punching. Sometimes I even sneak and throw punches at niggas' ankles. You ain't gonna walk through fighting me. I'm trying to, man, I be punching niggas' ankles. Crowd don't see, I act like I took a fall. Punch that nigga leg out. And you tell if you want to, cop ass nigga. He don't tell because I call him a cop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you fight me, I'm getting dirty. One time I damn near bitch hell. I was holding him because you know I got that stupid ass lock I do when I fall on the ground. I'm thinking, I see in his ear, I'm thinking Mike Tyson. I'm gonna bite the fuck out that nigga.
Mike Tyson.
Hell yeah. Hell, big, tall, strong ass. Then Cody, oh, he got them light skinned ears too, man. I was gonna bite the fuck out of his shit. But hell, I sent Cody to the hospital. They said his leg was so tarnished from me kicking him. Yeah, I was kicking that nigga.
Yeah, you were. That was a pretty good game plan.
Man, I was running and kicking. Run, punch, kick. I run. Hey, I be running when I fight a big name, hey, a bigger opponent, I'm running like a motherfucker. But I ain't running from Eddie. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Eddie. Turning him down. Nah, lose a few more pounds. You're a little too big. The nigga too big, man, but he still want to pick on me. I think Lucas sent him for real, to be honest. That's why I gotta destroy the message of the devil. Lucas is the devil.
What the fuck?
Man, I think I ate some bad pussy, man. I keep coughing. Like I keep mucking some shit up. It's like hella mucus down here forming in my lungs right here. I don't know, man. I think I ate some bad, you know, some fish trench.
What's a fish?
You know what a fish trench is. Come on, man.
What?
You gotta use your imagination, man.
All right, so AP Savage says JJCVVV. Does that mean something? Am I missing something?
JJCVVV. That means like them JCB TVs. He just forgot the T with the V. Hey, yeah, I got a JJC TV, my boy. I be watching it sometimes. I got a fatty, like 26 inches. I got it in my kitchen.
All right. Robert Bryan says I'll be watching. He's gonna be watching the fight, obviously.
Oh yeah, listen. I'm finna get high. I'm finna go to Peoria. I'm finna get real high, like can't move high. I don't know what I gotta take for that, man. But last time I took some mushrooms, my motherfucking ass was in the stars and my stomach started hurting. I held my bitch and I was like, don't leave me. You know what I'm saying?
Don't leave me.
Hey, bro, she was.
Are you there?
I'm here, my boy. Can you hear
All
me?
right, cool. Well, you cut out real quick there. You cut out, man. I
Oh
don't know
my
what to
God.
do.
Can y'all still see my
So
line?
yeah. Yeah. So I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you. All right. What is your prediction for the main event of July 31st of this Saturday? Anthony Holloway versus Lucas Gwaltney. Lucas Too Strong Gwaltney versus Anthony One Way Holloway.
Man, listen, I don't really like Lucas. I was just on the phone with Anthony for like 2 hours the other day, just telling him how jealous I am of Lucas and how I don't like him, how I don't like the shoes he wears, how his bald. I mean, I got a tattooed hairline, but damn, man, give me some motherfucking respect on my name. Lucas just got all these good look features to go with his looks. Yeah, I want him to lose. I think Anthony is going to knock Lucas the fuck out. I want Lucas on the ground. I want him on the ground. I don't want him walking.
God damn, bro.
I don't want his girlfriend to recognize him when he get home. Anthony, you do that and I got you $10. It's nothing. Trust me.
$10.
Man, for real, man. I want him to beat the fuck out that boy, man. Do it for PFC. Do it for all them little black men that was under oppression of Lucas. Whip fist. I call him some whip fist. Because it's bigger than this. How you just beating up hella black men? Huh? In there and fall. If he even fall on the West, I'm going to damn near jump in the ring and die. I'm going to just die. Because this, my life is dependent on this. I got knocked out by this man. That's like me being a woman who got, you know, something taken from her. I'm not going to say what. I need him to avenge me.
What the fuck, dude?
What the hell? My name was good till I came up to Peoria and fought niggas like him. Hell yeah, I want Anthony to beat him up. Don't show him no fucking mercy. You show him some mercy if you want to. I'm going to give your $10 to a homeless man, and I'm going to see how you feel about that. You my boy, act like you my boy, Anthony. You do what the fuck you got to do for that $10.
All right, so I got to ask you about the Robert Bryant fight. Robert Bryant says, Kenny, you going to root for me? You got to root for him.
I'm going to be honest. The way he watched me beating on them flies in that alley with a nasty, dirty-ass cover over my legs so I can cover the scar marks, I just got into a fight with a big-ass cat over some chicken. And he still talked to me. So you think I ain't going to root for him? You think I ain't finna go for Roberts? And he saved my life? He invited me. He's the one who brought me to the PFC. Oh, no, I told y'all Demetrius brought me to the PFC. I mean, well, Robert did too. Because if he wouldn't have said, I own the PFC and then go talk to Demetrius, he led me to talk to Demetrius. So he introduced me to Demetrius and Demetrius walked me to the PFC. But kind of like Robert, and he found me in the alley fighting some roaches. So I want Robert to know, since I beat the fuck out them roaches, I was just hitting them, and I didn't care if the guts got on my fucking hand. I didn't care if my babies who was sitting by me, because I got 13 kids, they was all in this alley with me. Now I would have respected Robert a little more if he invited me to a housing facility or something. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker gonna tell me I own PFC. Motherfucker, I needed a place to stay. Hell, my kids needed to eat, motherfucker. The fuck, I'm beating up roaches in the alley. You talking about I punch a roaches good, nigga. Hey, give me a house, motherfucker. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Robert because I can see the man he becoming. You know, I raised Robert and in Peoria, North Peoria, and you know, I'm thinking that he's becoming a good man of society. Good job, Robert. I'm rooting for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kenny. It's literally always a pleasure interviewing you. I don't know where the fuck the interview is going to go, but I always enjoy the ride. It's amazing talking to you, man. How about you give out some shout outs to whoever the fuck you want?
Okay, I love that, man. Okay, I'm going to give out a shout out Lucas, this is to Lucas, okay? Lucas, even when you lose, I'm gonna be the first one to shake your hand. It's gonna be fake as fuck. But remember when you pushed me when I was in the PFC the other time before we fought, you pushed me with no gloves on. Well, now I hope Anthony pushes you around that ring. Oh yeah, and I'm thinking about suing you for knocking me out. And then I want to give a shout out to Robert Bryant for me raising him into the man he became. And then I want to give a shout out to Kenny Thomas for being who the fuck he is, and Viper for being who the fuck he is. And I want to say this: DFC is starting our fight show again because I don't like how I've been getting fairly untreated. Robert, you can talk to me about it. We can talk about it, all right? But DFC is gonna beat the hell out of PFC in just a little bit, all right? When we finally get a place to do it like Robert, all right? That's all I got to say.
All right, thank you so much, Kenny. I like I said, I could go on and on about how much I enjoy these interviews, my brother. Have a good one.
God bless you, man. We got to do some business, man. I be selling like illegal pharmacy stuff. We can talk about all that, all right?
I'm in. Fuck it, whatever.
All right, God bless you, man.
All right, good luck. Good luck on your fights. Oh, that's awesome. All right, that was fucking Kenny Wells. That dude's ridiculous. I love it. Oh my God, I fucking love it, dude. It's ridiculous. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. This was supposed to end 5 minutes ago. It didn't. That's fine. I love interviewing the man. He's just something else. The dude is something else. Boss Up VP. I'm not sure what well, I can't get you on right now, but we can definitely set one up for you in the future. Let's send me a message and we'll go over it. Right now, I'm supposed to be heading out to go get something to eat with some people, so I can't. Troy Herring says, put your wig on. I'm not really sure. I'm assuming that's for Kenny. That dude's crazy. I wouldn't doubt that dude has a wig to put on, so I guess we'll send that message to him. But again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you go to Club Truth July 31st. I want to give a shout out to Rodriguez BJJ out of the Peru, Illinois Mall, Lucas Too Strong Walney and his Too Strong team. I want to give a shout out to K Squared Imagery. That's the man who took this picture right here, Kevin Killalea. I want to give another shout out to Sup Marv Studios. That's SUPMARF, Sup Marv Studios on YouTube. And Robert Bryant and PFC and everyone who tuned in today and all the fighters who came on and did the interviews July 31st. Make sure you show up. Do it. Show up the 31st. Also, shout out to Kyle Egger and King Hillian. King Hillian. Sorry, I don't know if it was Hellion or Hillian, but shout out to Kyle Egger and King Hillian. Kyle is Kicks on all platforms. King Hillian on YouTube. Make sure you look him up. All those songs. And we're out of here. All right, later, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And make sure you go to the show. All right, the 31st. I'm telling y'all again. All right, I'm out of here.